YouTube Zodiac Gang. This is. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh man.
Oh man, episode 29, man. I was looking at this today. Episode 29. It's 29 consecutive weeks. Not consecutive. Well, one off for holidays or whatever. But
Yeah.
how many episodes are you in, by the way, with yours?
Uh well, the Saturday night live chat is only 8 episodes. And the Cash and Now show is on 20 episodes. It's crazy just thinking that though. Like, damn, dude. But, you know,
Yeah,
who's
man.
counting?
Yeah, I don't think I shouldn't say this, but I don't think I've been in a longer thing than I have with this.
Yeah.
The relationships excluded, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, how are you doing tonight, Cash?
Not too bad, man. I actually feel like really good cuz I know I was talking to you behind stream the other day about like a DC focus and stuff. So, I'm finally glad that I found the perfect focus for the collection of what I want. Outside of a couple one-offs, a Batman Batcave one-off, but I'm happy, man. And shout out to the companies, man.
Yeah, man. It takes. I was actually watching or hearing a podcast. It takes some people a long time to figure out what they want eventually. They start collecting. Like, I think this is what most of the show is going to be about tonight. But collecting multiple scales, collecting multiple lines, collecting multiple things until they condense everything and they master the trade of collecting.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy because like I was watching a bunch of Batman statue collector over the like last couple of days, right? And like I went back and I watched our old video on the Black Canary,
Oh
and
yeah,
watching our video pushed me to go ahead and get it, which is funny. I'm like, dude, that's me talking. That's casual talking. So it's kind of
yeah.
funny, man. And I will say this real quick. Hey, Captain Chris, Brian, come on, guys, come back to the show, man. We welcome you.
It's Brian. I'll tell you a little bit about both what they're doing right now. Christopher's a little bit busy with work, getting some certs and everything like that. But Brian, I don't know if you knew this, but he's in the military.
Yeah, yeah.
But with everything going on, we were kind of worried. Are you going to be deployed? Blah blah blah. And he was like, "Oh hell no, I'm not going over there." But he's doing okay. Hopefully, he's out on the West Coast, so hopefully he'll come back soon.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah, it's. Do you find it cringy sometimes to go back into old episodes, like episodes like 12 or early
Um,
episodes?
I. It's very funny if anybody watches the first episode of the Cash and Out show. Midway through, Casual's like, you can highlight the comments, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. It's for me. It's cringy. I try not to, but I click on it, put it in the background, and I'm just shaking my head the whole time. it's
Yeah,
it,
man.
it's back to where like I didn't know how to create thumbnails too, so I was like just putting something random up, and I was like,
Hey, no doubt, man. You gotta have your thumbnails looking nice. I love these. Love the ones you have. They are cash approved.
Cash
Definitely love them.
It's funny you say that too. You made this for me. I think. Do you remember this? You made
Yeah,
my.
man.
Yeah, man. You're the one that created that. That's.
Casual nerd problems, bro.
That's crazy, man. We should go back. We should go back. Well, I'll do one. I'll do one like in 2 weeks or something. Revisit an old episode.
Oh God.
I'll do clips
Oh
and
man.
everything for one whole episode. That's a good idea. I think I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm
Be
down, man. I'm down.
cringy Wednesdays or something.
Hey, we'll have the popcorn like the sick one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, hell no. Oh man, so I guess I'll start out like what we start out with usually news. Iron Studios came out with a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of stuff. What's your thoughts on what Iron Studios has come out so far?
Every time that they do a showcase, I usually ask a couple of you guys to come on and just kind of go over the whole Iron Studios day. This time, I didn't do that. I actually haven't gotten a chance to see everything that they did release, so I can't speak on all of it. But I did see a couple things. Like they had the Oompa Loompa. I think they had
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, um, Harry Potter stuff. So I haven't seen everything, but from what I did see, I'm pretty impressed. I just wonder, are their prices gonna keep climbing? It's the only thing I'm worried
Yeah.
about.
So like I was hearing people complain about the price for Phoenix. It's 529 or 530, right? Or
Ooh,
do you
yeah.
know, is that a lot for a 1/10 scale? I'm not.
I would normally say yes. The most expensive one I've paid for is Juggernaut and Blah, but those are like they're 1/10, but any other statue that would probably be a smaller 1/6, just being honest.
Yeah.
And those were like 300 and something. But the newer ones, like the Mojo, like the Fat Blob with the robotic stuff that he's sitting on the X-Men, he's gonna be 399. So I would say, depending on the character, start looking at a 450, around that 450 mark, depending if there's big wings and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jason says 469. So for a 1/10 scale, that's 1/10, right?
It's 1/10, but if you compare it to the sideshow being what 1/6 or 1/5, like it seems like it's almost bigger. Like far as the Phoenix is bigger, but the Gene is smaller. So I guess it depends what you're looking for.
Yeah, I have pictures coming up when we show the slides, but I don't honestly, like I love what Iron Studios did with their Phoenix. Like compared to
Oh
what
yeah, yeah,
Sideshow did, I was like, what happened, man?
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, there's a lot coming up. I don't well, we'll talk about scales too and mixing scales, but I'm liking that piece. Say hi to the chat really quick, Vibranium. Uh Aaron says that's an outrageous price for 110.
Hey, no
It's
doubt.
nuts, but it's beautiful. I thought the show was at 8 Central. Arch, I'm sorry, man. 8 p.m. Eastern. The dark finish. Oh, dang. All right. But news, what else have you seen or what else have you heard?
Um, Let me see. Well, obviously, like I knew it was coming. Far as the Flash, but the Reverse Flash, I hadn't actually
Oh,
seen
yeah.
any pictures of that in terms of XM Studios. And that's another thing to go back what I was telling you about. Like I feel like specifically, and obviously with Tweeterhead as well, but specifically just Sideshow and XM. I feel like with both of those companies, I have enough flexibility to get what I want, so I'm very comfortable officially sticking with that 1/4 range, unless there's a one off to where it's like, yeah, and only one-offs I see myself honestly doing would be the 1/3 Constantine and the 1/3 Batman Batcave. Because I was looking at Arch's, I guess you could say new configuration, and I like how he had his Hawkman right there along with the Superman. Shout out Arch, man.
Yeah, I was watching their episode. I always get the name wrong. Collective Minds. Is
Yep,
that
Collective
it?
Minds.
Collective Minds? Oh, damn. All right. I was watching that and I saw, yeah, I always say collecting minds or I don't know, but I saw Archer's background. Yeah, he mixed it up a little bit. And it's
I thought
funny
it
because,
was
sorry.
No, I was gonna say I thought it was a direct shot at me for a whole 2 hours. Just a direct shot at me, man.
It always circles back, right, to the Hawkman.
It does, man. It does.
But I was watching it and he was mentioning like he moves around his stuff a lot, right?
Yeah.
So he did mention that when he picked up his sideshow Mr. Freeze, the ice broke. One of the icicles broke. Does that happen to you a lot when you move your stuff around?
I'm gonna
Or
say
not?
no, but
Okay.
the only problem with moving something, obviously, if you're able to take it apart before you move it, if you can. The only problem with even taking it apart and moving it, sometimes you forget where to grab it because you forget where the attachments are, where the magnets are. You forget all that stuff because it's been so long since you've put it together. But I remember one episode you had mentioned when you move yours, you cup it from the bottom,
Mhm.
and that's what I do too. Like I do my best to do that. I find a piece that I can actually hold that's going to distribute weight that doesn't feel as breakable, and I know exactly where I'm going. I make sure there's nothing on the floor, and I get straight to that point, set it down, and I'm off, man. Like 10 seconds or less, baby.
Do a little bit of push-ups, do a little bit of squats, and
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's a technique behind doing all that stuff. But actually, this is like one of the topics I wanted to go over with breaks. How do you deal with breaks?
Ironically, when I was opening Martian Manhunter Iron Studios 110th, he had a break. Uh, actually, he is right. He's actually right here. See if I can show him. He actually had a break. It's right here. Right there. So I contacted my statue painter that I know. He does a lot of fan art stuff. And he told me what to do to get it fixed, and he's like, try that first, and I did. So as of now, you can't even tell that it's broken. But I panicked and I called him because it was either calling him, and this is before I knew about the doctor, but that's what I would do. Like if Danny Lee's wing break broke,
Yeah.
I'm asking, hey, hit up the doctor, bro. Like I gotta get this fixed. But the break is right there, and now because of glue, you can't even tell it. But this is one I'm keeping, so for me, it doesn't matter. But it came broke, you know.
Is
So
there a reason why you didn't go to like email Iron Studios and go like, "Hey, this came broke"?
I actually did. And
Okay.
I actually hit up customer service. I was told either I could send it back for a full refund or just get a partial store credit. So I was able to get store credit. So it worked
Oh,
out.
cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it actually ended up being free. I got to keep the statue, so that was cool. Yeah, yeah.
You can't beat that.
Hey
Arch
man,
says
what's
I
up?
break I break something every time I rearrange my collection. Or you forget how heavy it is and hurt your back. So I've been moving around my collection, and to be honest, this guy Green Arrow, heavy ass base, like heavy, insanely heavy.
Green Arrow, you say?
Extreme is here. What's up, poor boy?
Can you actually go back to Extreme's comment real quick? I gotta say something so the people can see. You know you're a badass motherfucker, right? Excuse my language. You know you're a bad mother effer when you have a thumbnail of yourself wearing a picture of yourself. Shout out Mr. X, man. Only Mr. X can do it, man. Shout out Mr. X. I just noticed that.
I've noticed that a couple of times, but I was like, "That's him," you know. That's
And
him.
he's smiling. He's grimacing in the shirt, man. Shout out Mr. X.
So I did also hear this part. I'm getting pretty handy with a glue stick. He actually uses, well, I think he said for a couple of the ones he broke, he used a glue stick. So that was pretty funny. Um, so yeah, let's get back to breaks. How do you deal with breaks? Luckily for me, I have the doctor nearby, and he lives probably like half an hour away, so I don't try to break them on purpose.
Yeah.
But I've had them where they came broken or they came damaged or something, and luckily he lives close by. But pointers, as in regards to fixing brakes, a lot of people recommend glue. Uh, Actually, the doctor recommended this glue. If you ever use, it's called
Oh,
Ultra Liquid Control.
yeah.
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 So, do you guys ever break something? Try to use this thing. I guess. But other than that, breaks. Oh, I haven't had any breaks come from a sideshow or from any company. Have you had that? Other than the Iron Studios one?
No, no. That was literally the only one, and luckily that was a very clean break. And even though he's floating with that effect, the fact that it's a 1/10. there's no weight to it, so it was able to just glue it
Oh
back
yeah,
together. So that was really kind of like cool.
gotcha. What's up, Joe?
Traffic sucks. Oh my god, it was like 2 accidents on the way home. So I got home, ate, and I gave you guys the courtesy of taking a shower first before I got on camera. So we are good.
That's right, Pudgy. That it's now on camera. We were not disposing of that. Oh, go on.
What's going on?
Not
What's
too
going
much,
on, man?
man.
Coffee, keep me awake. Here we go.
So actually, Pudgy, how do you deal with breaks? Like, have you had breaks come in from companies, from other collectors? Have you had any like mishaps while moving your stuff?
Mm, Mishaps, yeah, but nothing major. Like a mishap usually will be maybe the broken tip of a hair, something like that. But that's few and far between. Actually, I haven't really received anything broken. Thank goodness.
That's good,
Second,
man.
second hand or new, either way. So I've been blessed by the polystone gods.
Do you know this by chance? This is what the doctor recommended for like if you break
Sure.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay.
typical. How do you pronounce it? Cyroacrylate. It's crazy glue. It used to be
Okay.
called crazy glue back in the day. There's all different brands, but yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's good stuff. If you ever glue your fingers together accidentally, which can happen, use acetone. Which, if you don't have it in the house in the garage, acetone is also nail polish remover.
Mm.
Okay, so if you ever want to take it off, or if you stain something with it, yeah, you can lift it up a little bit with that acetone. But it also will remove paint, it'll strip paint away too. So you
Learning
gotta be
something
careful.
every day.
Yeah.
So paint says prime one every time something comes to me, something is broken. They need to start using
Yeah.
straps. What's up, Vein 21? Oh, Warren Dante. What's up, nerd amigos? Good evening to everyone. But that's good to know, man. Like, I want to
Yeah.
do an episode on that, like breakages and stuff like that, because I feel
Hmm.
that's something everyone tries not to talk about too much because
They don't want to ruin their resale value.
yeah, that too.
You know. The breaks that I've had that I've dealt with, very, like I've said, it's always been very slim stuff, very teeny stuff. Now, like you guys know, I build models also as a hobby, so I have lots of little intricate tools and stuff and tricks that can help me. Um, Something that would help somebody. You can, okay, an easy thing to do if you're going to use tweezers on something, a small piece. You can get it from the hobby store, Hobby Lobby, or whatever. They sell beeswax, okay, which it's actual little wax that comes in a container, but you dip your tweezers in that, for example, first. This way, when you grab the piece, if you squeeze too hard, it doesn't tend to fly away. The beeswax kind of holds it in place, and it helps you to put small pieces together.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's all little
Whatever.
homemade stuff. But yeah, there's special tools. If Here's a tip for you guys: if you ever want to save up stuff for statue repair, when you go to the dentist, ask him if he has any old tools that he wants to get rid of. Because they have lots of little old tools that are perfect for working with small parts like that.
So we're gonna become surgeons pretty soon.
Yeah.
Badman says I had a piece from XM arrive broken. Specs and a replacement. Replacement arrived broken. Third replacement sent broken. Was able to glue the third one back, and
Yeah.
sounds like a horror story.
I do have one story I could share, but it's not really a break. It just that comment reminded me. I bought recently the Green Lantern Rebirth, the XM one. I don't know if you know which one it is. He has all the constructs that look like machine guns. I received
Yep.
one that actually, one of the machine guns is keyed the wrong way.
That's
Okay,
weird.
yeah, okay, because they're all held by magnets, but they're also keyed, so you can only put them on one direction. and the key is put on 180 degrees the other way. So it seems like when they made the piece, they put that insert in the factory, and while it was either cooling or whatever, it shifted. So I'm going to have to go through the process of reaching out to, I guess, XM for a replacement piece. I've never done that before. Having to reach out for a replacement piece.
Did you have to go through Spec Fiction, or did you have to go?
I bought it through Spec.
Mm.
I did mention it to Todd once in a text, but this was like I bought this right around Christmas time when things must have been really hectic. And he said he would get back to me this and that, and I never heard back to him, but I didn't hound him either. I just made a remark once. So I'm going to have to follow up. I was thinking maybe I might go to XM directly. Right? Do you have to go through the realtor? Do you have to go through the seller first?
I think what this guy said was I had a piece from XM arrive broken. Spec
sent to replace.
Yeah. So I'm guessing.
Okay. So maybe I'll reach out to Todd.
Yeah. Okay. But Todd also has a repair guy too. His name is what's his name? Lewis. Yeah.
That's on site for him.
Yeah. So he does everything local, and he could probably maybe repair it for you.
Oh, I'll make a video and I'll put it up on our group just so you can see what I'm talking about. It's really weird. Yeah. I don't know if I should grind it away myself and do it.
Mr. X says the best way to deal with breaks is vodka. After 11 or 12 shots, you don't care anymore.
Don't care. I like the doctor's prescription. Very good.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring this up because like breaks, and also wanted to bring up the topic of scales. What scale, like stay away, what scale do you stay away from? Like cash, you've been going through quarter, tenth. I think I see the Aquaman was 1/6, and now you're like condensing to quarter. Are you going to be staying away from third scale, half scale, full scale, or are you going to be staying away from the smaller ones too? Or
how I would want to do it is kind of like how Dennis Perez has his 1/10 next to his 1/4. I like that look. So obviously it wouldn't be every character, but if there's like a like for example, Sideshow has their Bane, Iron Studios has their Bane, so I would put the 1/10 Bane next to the 1/4 Bane. I know that people might say that's kind of a lot, but to me it's kind of like a little proximity piece of the character, and I think it looks cool because I also don't want to have like the shelves empty. Like I like that full old school comic look where you're like you go in there and it's just like crammed. Like I like that, but like neatly, of course. You know what I mean? I like that type of look. But yeah, man, I think 1/4 has to just be that sweet spot. Like I think it does. And I like how like Pudgy has his. It's like, yeah, you have 2 1/3 there, but they're more of one-offs, but they're the best of the best one-offs. So it's like I only need these. This is a creme de la creme right here. You know, I'm not just getting everything out there just because it's 1/3. Like just
my DC is pretty much done now.
Yeah, exactly.
for me, because my thing is Marvel and Batman, Superman. You know, I read everything, but those are my keys.
Hey, you said
so those are the guys that
Justice League.
Right. Yeah, no. See, I'm not going down that whole Scarecrow and no. My problem is though I'd like another Batman. I'm trying not to do that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, throws off the whole feng shui. Can't do it.
Yeah, man.
So like, you're saying is like with a quarter, you'll stay with quarter, and you'll have 1/10, a couple 1/10s.
Yeah, here and there. Like not everyone. Like I have the 1/10 Freddy as well as Jason, but I also have the PFs of those for Sideshow. And I have them right next to it. And to me, that looks good. It just makes it more fuller, and I like that. So it won't be every character, just the characters that actually have been made in 1/10 by Iron Studios. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
How about you, Pudgy? I know you collected a couple Bowens, a 6 scale. Now you got third scales behind you, quarter scales.
everything is in flux. It's a constantly evolving thing, but I do like, or I have in mind for some, not all, but some pieces. I think will complement each other, a smaller and a bigger. Like I don't know if it's in the shot. Yeah, you could see. Like I have Black Widow along with a Bowen Black Widow next to her. I don't know if you can see it in the older case, the old school case, and then I'll have well, there you go. Then I'll have Deadpool with that's a gentle giant bust. I mean, some things are just out of necessity that I like it and I want to display it. But if it irks me and I don't like the way it looks, no, it's out of there. But and some of them I think can complement each other.
Got you. Yeah, and I think that's like the most important thing is like
Oh,
I know a lot of people don't like mixing scales, but it's like if you want it to complement on like for you, it's a compliment that it pairs up well. A lot of
Right,
people go like it doesn't matter what they think, right?
right.
You're the
oh
Well,
one
yeah,
yeah.
staring at it like 24 hours a day or something. So
exactly.
yeah. William says I stay away from third and half scale.
Mm,
I won't. I kind
mm,
of want to say the same thing just because I want to get that Superman hush, but then I also don't want to because I go into the room that has all the boxes and I can't imagine having two boxes for one statue and good size boxes. So
that that does irk me in a sense. I mean, when I was building, once they're in there, they're beautiful. I'm happy. But when I was building the case, I was like, damn, this could have been like 6/4 scales here. I would have
yeah,
had I would have had room to grow for a while. I could have been like, let me go shopping leisurely. Now it's like bam, bam, full, you know. So yeah, the third scales, they're beautiful though. I could see how people are addicted to them, but I couldn't see going anything beyond my main, whatever your main characters are. You
yeah.
know?
Vibranium is asking, is there a statue that you would never sell even if a company comes out with a new one?
I've learned to honestly never say never. When I had PCS collectibles, Scorpion and Sub Zero, those were pieces I would never sell because they were just like it was just like the best of the best at that time. So and since then they're long gone. And now there's other things that I have that I think are better than them. And then I just feel like you have to buy what you have character attachments to. If you're just buying everything just because you have money or space, then you're just having stuff to have it, you know?
Definitely. A statue that I wouldn't sell that's in my current collection is probably the Thanos on throne.
And if you do,
I guess I should say never. I should not
Res-
never. Yeah.
Reservations are already being taken, apparently.
This is true though too. What Mr. X says, everything has a price.
Yeah.
uh, how about for you, Pudgy? What's a statue you would never
Well,
sell?
well, you're asking the guy who's as of yet still never sold anything. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, I've never sold, and part of that's due to the fact that I started really small and went up to sixth, and still the majority of my collection is six scale. But for me, an easier question is which I've thought about which one would I get rid of, because each one I like,
uh,
I have them paired with a comic, and I like the display. It's like my six are done. I'm happy with them. I like the way they display. I have all the characters I really are on my radar. They're all
Yep.
done. So I have no reason to get rid of them other than to make space for the other guys. And I'm so happy with them that I think I'll just maybe just move them somewhere else. So until I run out of room, then I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
It's so funny because like I hear this I hear that a lot. It gets overlooked a lot too. Real estate. Our real estate runs out
Yep.
fast. The more we start collecting, the more we start like opening our minds to different scales. It's just I'm thinking about getting a storage for the boxes because I don't like going into that room. When I open that door, it's a it's the weirdest feeling, man. I go in that room like there's a room full of boxes.
Yeah, yeah.
It kills
Like
me, but
it could be for anything else in the any other hobby or any could be for anything. Yeah, and it's like really these boxes get their own
yeah.
room,
Yeah.
air conditioned, an air conditioned room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys the Batman was released today sort of in a weird
Mhm, mhm.
fan day or something. So no spoilers but are you guys going to go watch it this week or are you guys going to watch it next week or
Depends. I might hit this week, but I like to let crowds die down a little bit. Usually, or if I'll go in the middle of the week when most people are working, it's good. But I'm definitely enthused to see it. I was kind of like, well, we'll see what the what the Twilight's going to do. But the little clips I've seen look interesting. You know, it looks good, and now a lot of buzz, a lot of positive buzz seems to really say this is a good movie. I like the thing I heard that they basically compared it to the movie Seven. If you're familiar with that movie, that's the one that created the great meme. What's in the box?
yeah,
Okay,
Brad Pitt and Morgan
Brad Pitt.
Freeman.
So
Yeah.
it's like a murder mystery chasing a psycho kind of thing, just with a little added superhero twist. So that kind of sounds cool. More like True Detective comic style.
How about you, Cash? Are you looking forward to it?
Um, yes and no. I think it's gonna be a great movie, but I've literally like I haven't seen a movie like day one like that in a long time. So for me, it's just another good popular movie that's coming out. Once I see it, I'll see it. Um, I'll be prepared for spoilers if they do come. Obviously, you try to outlook them, but I've noticed two things with spoilers. A now you know, if you will. A you know it really grinds my gears, if you will.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
number one, two things. Soft thing. If you see a spoiler, like you know when the spoiler is coming, it's like a post or something like that. Have you ever noticed it's almost on some freaking bird box stuff? Like if you scrolling, spoiler, like you have to look at it. It's like you have to like your mind won't allow you to not look at it. It's like what the hell? That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, what is up with grown-ups? Grown-ups
Hmm.
having to spoil stuff. And I mean like I've never noticed this until like recently, like literally like recently, like the last couple of years recently, where it's like, oh, we gotta let people know we saw it. We gotta let people know we watched it. We gotta let people know, hey, Alfred is 57 years old. His blood type is C. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, dude. Like, yeah, my bad. Rant's over.
No,
Nah,
that's
man.
quite acceptable. To me, that spoilers like in somewhere on your feed or something like that. That reaction that you get is just
Dude,
like
I've
you know
tried.
you try. You know why? Because
You're
it's
like,
human nature.
ah!
It's just like I've been sitting in traffic before getting on here late, sitting in traffic for an hour. And yet, even though everybody's dying to get home, when they get to the accident, they gotta slow down and look. What are you looking at? There's lights, there's a car on the side, and there's people exchanging paper. But they gotta slow down and look, even though they've been in. You just gotta. You gotta look. So that And
It's
the other
human
thing you
nature.
mentioned, the other that's human nature. And the other thing you mentioned as part of human nature is there's some people who just literally get their jollies off on what ruining shit for other people.
Yeah.
I
You know.
honestly didn't want to watch No Way Home Spider-Man what Mr. X is referencing for I think a month or 2 months because I
Mhm.
was like the movie's already ruined for me. Like I already know who's gonna be in it and I already know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's just like I'll go watch it later, you know? Like spoilers for me ruined the movie. I know a lot of people well some people say it doesn't ruin it too much, but for me it's if it's
Okay.
one key point to the movie, I'm done. I'm like, ah,
It, it they don't ruin it for me because like for example, uh we'll just throw a random example out there. Let's say Venom dies or something, right? I don't know when he dies, so therefore it doesn't matter. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
the
see what
movie,
you're
so
saying.
I'm literally
Oh,
just saying anything. I haven't seen the movie, but like I don't know when he dies, so therefore it's like okay, I'm waiting for it, but I don't know when. But I'll say this: I was on CW. I was trying to support CW, just hey, how's it going, guys? Appreciate you guys. And freaking damn, Fern says a part about the movie, a very key part. And all I was doing was going, and I forgot to mute my phone so I wouldn't hear it. And that's how it was
uh,
spoiled for me. I lasted a
uh,
whole 3 weeks. Mm,
uh,
just trying to support.
just try-
Full Rev on Gotham.
oh my
People,
god.
yeah. What's up, Matt?
Yo
Ow.
soy Matt.
Yo, yo,
What's
yo, what's up?
up? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está?
Bien, bien, gracias.
Where's the margaritas at? I don't see the margarita.
I
That was a
know, right?
margarita, right?
Man, yo, what's up?
¿Cómo está?
Bien, bien, gracias.
I can hear the background. It's pretty cool.
You gotta mute your.
I was like, what?
Oh,
Something's going on, man.
it's gotta be. You gotta mute your mute the YouTube page.
Oh yeah. Your YouTube.
That's why you're getting the YouTube feedback.
Well, as some of us, or as not many may know, Matt went on vacation. He went to the great state or great country of What, do you want
El,
to
El Salvador, yeah.
Yeah.
So my wife's Salvadorian, so we went down there to visit family. Gone for a couple of weeks, had a great time. Got a place on the beach, place up in the volcano. I say it's the mountain, but she calls it a volcano. It was a blast, man. Kids had a good time. Did a lot of fun things. Kids went surfing out there in the Pacific. Had good food, good drinks. We had a blast. So, yeah, I mean, I've been, sending out pictures from here and there on Facebook. So,
It looks
who
great,
sees
man.
me on Facebook.
Especially like seeing the ocean, seeing it, like getting your tan on. I was like, "Where's this guy at?" Like,
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
man. Nice.
yeah. It's good. I had a good time, man. So, and I was trying to check out the streams when I could, when I popped on the internet and, was able to watch you guys from time to time.
So overall, you had a great time.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's just like any place else, man. It's got its good parts, it's got its bad parts, but every place has that.
Yeah.
But we were fortunate to have spend a lot of time in the good parts and had a good family vacation.
That's good, man. I see you got your tan on too. So, jealous.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm headed next month. I'm headed back out of the country too, going to the DR, or not actually later on this month.
Wow.
To the DR. Yeah.
Because you're gonna
International man of mystery.
Yeah.
Well, the DR is more of a business trip, so it's my kid's playing baseball, so he's going down there for that.
Cool.
You're gonna write that off or something?
I wish I could at this stage, not yet, but we're looking forward to that one too. So it's gonna be cool.
That's cool, man. Well, like, glad to have you back, and yeah, man. Like, I completely understand that you couldn't make it the other couple of weeks. I'm glad you had a great time, and yeah, man.
Yeah,
you
awesome,
didn't miss out too much in the DMV. It's cold over here. It's nice one day. It's sunny. I actually got sunburned on a Sunday, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" But the next day was 15 degrees, so it's
That's what I heard. I heard my family was telling me, "Hey, it's like 15, 20 degrees here. Enjoy it." Yeah, it was like 90 degrees down there. Had a blast, man. We were on the volcano, and I didn't realize how high the volcanoes really were, and took some pictures, and we were literally above the clouds. It was a trip. I went outside next morning. I'm doing like this. I'm like, "Who's out here smoking? What's going on?" And then I realized, I said, "Wait a second." I looked around. I'm like, "I'm in the clouds."
Oh my god!
So
that's awesome, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was. But cool. It's good to be back. Catching up on some stuff. But yeah.
You probably
we were.
saved money instead of being here pre-ordering stuff. You saved money by going on that trip.
I know. Yep.
Did you do the thing where like you search nearby if there's any statues nearby or something, or you held off?
Of course I did. Of course I did. Come on,
No,
man.
you didn't.
What kind of question?
Stop it.
Hey, Pudgy, you know I will. You know I will, man. All good collectors will do that.
Okay? You can bring it home in your overhead compartment.
Look, if I found something that I wanted, I would have figured out how to get it back.
Ship it home. Yeah, ship it home.
Figured out how to get it back. We did go to a spot. I asked my brother-in-law, I said, hey, so where's the local comic shop, or what's going on around here?
Mm-hmm.
He looked at me like I was crazy, but sure enough, I found one. So I went in there, and it was like this. It wasn't like I guess they had like different stations. I guess guys had different booths up at this one spot. I guess that's their main thing. And they didn't have too many comics, to be honest. But they had a lot of pop culture stuff, a lot of pops, a few hot toys, a lot of action figures, a lot of anime. And there's a lot of anime statues, small 1/10 scale, maybe 1/6 scale anime figures there. There was one cool. They had a Sideshow Yoda, and it was my first time seeing. I guess it was Kratos, right? Kratos from
God of War.
God of War. That was a cool. That was a cool statue where he's sitting on the throne.
Yeah.
They had that one there, and it was a sideshow. That was the only sideshow piece that they had there. Yeah, he actually wanted a little pricey for it, but given it's another country, I can understand that. But
Matt's still trying to haggle in another country.
I know, right? I know. I was like, man, if I wanted that piece, but I wasn't going to get any big savings. It wasn't that great of a deal, so I was like, maybe next time. Who knows, man? You might walk in there and see a Superman Hush for retail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know, man.
But I think the shipping would get you.
Hey, then it becomes a carry-on. You figure it out. Wrap it up in a suitcase,
or buy the seat next to you.
Exactly.
That's more likely.
Or buy the seat next to me and put it in.
Carry him like a baby.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about the Batman. Are you going to be watching that this week by chance, or are you going to wait a little bit?
I'll probably wait a little bit. I think it's probably going to be a decent movie. Some of the professional reviews on it saying it's more like a detective story, which obviously it's Batman, so it's understandable. I'm still trying to wrap my psyche around Robert Pattinson being Bruce Wayne. Even when I see him on the trailer in the Batman costume, it might just be me, but he looks like he could play a better Joker who laughs, Batman who laughs in that costume than he would Bruce Wayne in that costume. I mean, if they came out with a Batman who laughs movie, man, I'd put him in it. He looks the way he looks, his thin figure with his keen looks. I put him in a Batman who laughs helmet or cowl or whatever you want to call it.
That's not a bad idea, man. That might happen. Actually,
I mean, well,
oh my god.
Hey, I mean, look at it. Look at him. Look at his stature and his frame.
Yes, but you see that I agree with you 100%. The only thing I'll say in his defense, without having seen anything, is I said the exact same shit about Michael Keaton, and I was like, look at this man's stature. He don't look like he's gonna kick anyone's ass. He'll make them laugh, but he ain't gonna make. And yet, once he was in the suit, it was done. It was well. He still wasn't a good Bruce Wayne to me, but it was a good Batman.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm trying to reserve judgment, because I thought the same thing about Keaton.
No,
but yeah,
I
he does look light. He's slight.
I hear you.
And I'm not saying somebody who's slight of frame can't kick somebody's ass. Of course they could, but like Batman is known for like a certain style of violence. Usually it's like heavy hitting punches, think Arkham Asylum game. And he's not built for that. He's built more like Bruce Lee style,
Exactly.
So I don't know what kind of what kind of fighting style they make him do. But
Well, exactly. That's just it. I mean, I still think, to me, Batman eventually turns into the Dark Knight, which who is pretty stocky and can, as an older guy, you know, he's there. I'm gonna reserve judgment too. That's why, I said I still can't do it, but to me, I think the best Bruce Wayne Batman, what's his name? Just pulled it off. Ben Affleck. I thought Ben Affleck pulled it off, and I didn't think he could do it either, because I still had Daredevil in my mind with him. But I thought he did a really good job as Bruce Wayne and as Batman. So I've learned my lesson on reserving judgment on what actors can do. So
yeah,
but
we'll see.
We'll see. Exactly. We'll see.
Yeah, when there's like millions of dollars behind an actor, anything could happen. You could make
Absolutely.
them stockier, you can make them skinnier. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like the director, like Pudgy was saying, it's like the movie Seven, so it's I kind of like those like dark movies. So I'm looking forward to it. One last topic I wanted to bring up was Tweeterhead. What will they be doing partner with Sideshow, do you all think? A lot of people are saying they're going to change. They're going to be doing more villains, like for the rogues for Batman. They're going to be doing more. They're going to be taking more chances, or they're going to be Sideshow is using them to do other pieces. What do you guys think Tweeterhead's going to be doing ever since they got the new partnership with Sideshow?
I know Cash wants to see Man Bat. And some random character that's out there.
Who was giving you crap about that? Cash. Somebody in the stream. Was it Vane?
It was Vane.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing. I saw the stream, but I was dying laughing.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, that's just a random character that I never thought you'd pick, but
that's it. Man Bat for life." Yeah.
I mean, my only thing with Tweeterhead, and like I like the Motu stuff. I like their Joker on Throne, their Ivy, John Stewart.
Oh yeah.
I like what they've done. The only one I'm a little iffy on is really the Flash and the Wonder Woman. And I want to ask you guys, does it almost look too illustrated, if that makes sense?
Comic.
I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't look like your Silver Surfer looks like Daniel Bell sculpted it. It looks like a piece of art. That Wonder Woman, obviously and I'm not knocking it. I don't want anybody to think I'm knocking it. It doesn't look like a sculpted statue, if I'm saying it right.
Are you saying it looks like more like a figure than it does a statue, or no?
Kind of like maybe it's the design, and it's the more brighter colors, the more marker look opposed to the deep paints.
Certain characters, I think, may look like that just because they're very I used to call them primary colors. Very bright blue, red, yellow, green. Sometimes those colors can tend to make something look more toy-like.
Okay,
when I build a model car, if I build it and I paint it bright red, somebody might look at it and just think it's a toy. But when I paint it like an old school, a bronze color or something that your mind associates with a real car, then it doesn't look like a toy so much. So I think sometimes anything that's in those primary colors has that kind of that thing it has to overcome, not looking toy-like, even though it's in toy colors.
Right.
It's kind of weird because they did that I don't know what the character's name is. Masters of the Universe. That reptile looking guy. What's his name?
I don't know his name, but I know you're talking about the frog.
The
Frog.
frog
Merman?
looking guy.
Merman? Is it Merman? No, no.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I think it's
Merman,
Merman.
Lockjaw, Battle Cat, all those.
Yeah, like that merman looks to me
Yeah,
for a
that's what I'm
one fifth
saying.
scale. It looks insanely detailed, like
Yeah.
compared to
Okay.
Flash and to Wonder Woman. So I don't know if it's just the line, like
Well, yeah, that too, and that's why I'm saying a design from, Emakar Fong versus whoever else was doing Wonder Woman. I'm just like I like the base of Wonder. I think the base of Wonder Woman is amazing. I like what she's standing on. I like Flash's base. It's just the Wonder Woman statue figure herself.
Mhm.
The way the paint looks to me is all that throws it off to me. That's all. I really
yeah.
just want to see it in hand though, so I can like actually get a fair assessment.
Like, do you notice when you see Wonder Woman statues that are patterned more after her, or after the costume now that the Gal Gadot wears? When they have that more modern, the same colors, but they're muted. It's the blues and the reds, but they're muted.
Yeah.
Even if the statue isn't that great, so to speak, highly detailed, it doesn't look toy-like you're describing. Because there's I think there's a big factor with that, with those colors. It's then it's the sculpt has to work to overcome that, to not look toy-like.
For
And I
me, I
think that.
think.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think that's a look that they might be going for on purpose. They want to have an old school comic look, which the old school artwork is less detailed, more generic. I wouldn't say generic. Generic's not the right word. More. It just doesn't have quite the same detail like modern art with the using Photoshop and stuff. I think that's a look that they're actually going for by design.
Yeah, I have a picture of their whole line coming up. So looking at I think it's just to
Okay.
complete that line. To be honest,
Mhm.
I think with future projects,
Well,
like
that's what it was. It was a reversion of the superpower line, right? Because they had already did it before.
I guess so. Yeah. Dang. I hope not. That's gonna suck. I hope not. I don't. We'll see. Hopefully, that's just a
Yeah.
one-off.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out Ron Ross in the chat, man.
Tweeterhead needs to stop messing around and get the license to make the I Dream of Genie.
That's funny. Well, Rome's like all of us back in the day. The Barbie Eden.
Barbara Eden. Oh my
Everybody had the
God.
Barbie Eden crush, right?
Oh,
Who didn't? Who didn't?
I used to say, I was 5 years old and I knew that astronaut was a knucklehead. I'm like, are you kidding? She'd be kissing me constantly.
What is this time period you speak of?
This is right after the Jurassic period.
It's timeless.
man.
I got to look that up, man.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Barbara
man.
Cash, you're not familiar with, I'll find you a picture of Barbara Eden.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Let me enjoy this assignment while you guys go ahead and keep the show running. Go ahead.
Matt, like, what do you think? What do you think Tweeterhead's gonna do?
Yeah, I
with
think
Lab?
I think they're gonna have their own separate line of that's still gonna remain kind of comic character looking or Bowen-esque type line. Just because Sideshow, if you look at the Wonder Woman you have right there behind you and the Aquaman, the Superman, it's a different type of quality. It's a different type of make. And I think Tweeterhead has their mold of like the clay sculpts and the comic action figure type thing, but they're just going to be on a 6 scale, right? Or quarter scale. They're going to bump it up to a quarter and 6 for the collector who wants that particular look. But the detail and quality, Sideshow's still going to do something different, but that's just going to be the Tweeterhead look or the Tweeterhead line. That's what I think is going to happen, but who knows?
I think having like this Tweeterhead doing all these things for Sideshow is going to open up more lines. I think Like they're gonna start doing they're already doing Masters of the Universe. There's nobody else doing that. I think they're gonna jump onto other lines. I can't think of anything right now, but like maybe Predator line, Alien line, or stuff like
Tweet,
that. Like
Tweeterhead, you think?
I think so.
Did
I don't know if they'll be able to jump into. I just don't see the quality price point being there for a Predator.
For Predator.
Yeah, no.
That merman has opened up a lot of things in my head for Tweeterhead, to be honest.
They could do it because the sculptor has already done aliens before.
Oh really? Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah,
there you
Emicar.
go.
So like he's already done it. So yeah,
Yeah.
was
So I mean,
was there a merger? Well, it wasn't a merger. See, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I thought when I read it back in a while that it was Sideshow was going to handle their distribution.
that's all they're gonna
Not-
do. Yeah, they're
That's
gonna be
all
the
they're
main
doing.
distributor. Yep.
So Tweeter has whatever contract they have to represent whatever licenses. It's not like Sideshow working with them now allows them to work on Sideshow licenses. It's not like you're going to see those Court of the Deads in 1/6 scale. It's not a merger in that way. It's just
Correct.
they're handling distribution.
Correct.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
so us envisioning them filling different lines may not. That might just be us wishing it, as opposed to
Yeah, definitely.
But who knows? It's what is it? You become a product of your environment. I mean, the close proximity. So maybe some of the stuff will wear off on to Tweeterhead, and they might get some ideas of doing some things, and
then the relationship
starts getting more and more involved, and it'll evolve as time goes on. So, but
I hope it does. Tweeterhead. The only thing I like that deters me from getting Tweeterhead is I know John, the everyday collector, will love this, but their edition size is very, very small. It's 400s, 500s. Like their edition sizes are very, very small. So hopefully, partnering up with Sideshow, it at least bumps it up to 1,000, 2,000. But only time will tell, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start showing some pictures really quick. And the first picture is of our guy, Astro. Astro did an unboxing and a review of oldie but goodie, he said, Sideshow's Flash. I thought he did a great job doing the review for this one. He like editing part. But have you guys seen this one in person by chance? The Flash?
not in person. No.
Not in
No.
person. So I have it behind me. The only complaint for me is like I don't know if you guys noticed, but like there's a lot of shadowing around his like muscular around his
Too heavy.
abs. Yeah, it's way too heavy. In person, it's just too much shadow. But like it's Daniel Bell, like the anatomy is perfect. Like the stretch and everything. But I wanted to give a shout out to Astro. I thought he did a great job with this review. It's still available too, so in case somebody's looking for it, it's pretty cool.
That's a good scope.
This one got announced recently from J&D. Do you guys know if this is Infinity Studios that did the bus by chance?
I think that is Infinity. I don't think that's Queen.
That's Infinity, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Now, people are loving the 1/3 mirror, and it does look great. The only thing, and I hate to be the critical guy, points out something and then you can't unsee it, but does it seem to me like her posture, like her knees, like I don't know, the way she's standing a little off. You know what I mean? It's nothing distracting, but just like when Geo pointed out the arm on the Hulk and I couldn't unsee it, I was looking at it, I was like something just didn't look a little off to me. But like anything, it's a photo, and from another angle, it probably looks fine. And
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Like the pose is a little bit off for a statue, like for her.
Yeah, it's kind of stilted in an awkward way to me. But again, at this angle.
Yeah, no, it looks like somebody poured cold water down her back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're absolutely right, man. I can't. I don't know. I don't understand the stand.
I was trying to be delicate. Man. Just go ahead. Just let him know how you feel.
Hey, it is
Warren,
what it is. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, you know, I don't know what to say.
Warren says, "Now I can't unsee that pudgy."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry because no, it's a good looking. You know, looks like her and she's good looking. So
Yeah, they did great with the. I think they did okay with the portrait. I like the bust. The bust portrait I think looks even more spot on. I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, I know everything J&D does. It's like E.F. Hutton, you know, where it's like it turns to gold. But I just don't see, you know, for me personally, that's just my take. It's just, you know, it's okay. But but I haven't seen it in person. I don't know. You know, maybe the quality is great, fantastic, and stupendous, and the statue might look awesome in person and everything else. But you know, for me, it's just not something I'm personally running out to go get. But I understand in the world of statues that, you know, it's a hot commodity.
Yeah, so I think the price on this one was 2,300. Or do you guys happen to know? I mean, I thought that was the average price is 2,300, 2,400 for a J&D statue. So yeah, this sold out, but like someone's already posting it for like 4,500, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. I think they're gonna get it.
Well,
well, so, there's all different kind of collectors. Some collectors are completionists. Some have all different goals.
Some are flippers.
some are flippers. Yeah.
Obviously, some are just straight flippers,
right?
Which is fine. I mean, you know, I guess if it's there, it's there. I don't have no. Everybody does their thing, you know.
He did the whole, you know, mindset of buy one get one free.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Or buy two get one free, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
buy two so you can, you know, have one in your collection. If it turns out that way.
I think these look great. So I was listening to some guy, John from Queen Studios, said the best likeness you could get is on a, you know, full scale, of course. The smaller you go, the more harder it is to get the detail the way you want it. Right. So he says like they kind of want to cut it off at a third scale. They want to, if they go to a quarter scale, the price is gonna like jump up a little bit higher because they're gonna have to work harder to get that detail everyone is expecting. So I thought that was interesting. Like I would have thought like quarter scale would have been easy, but
was he referring to quarter scale and trying to get those kind of details in polystone? Okay.
In silicone.
Or using in silicone?
Yeah, in silicone. Okay. So he's like one of the marketing guys from Queen Studios, and he was doing an interview saying all that stuff. But it's cool, man. Whoever gets it, hopefully. I'm not a fan of the bases from J&D. I feel like, but yeah. Here's our Magneto guy.
Hey. Wow.
He said he didn't get anything new, but he just wanted to post it up. I thought that was hilarious. It's insane.
Looks good, man. I mean, he's definitely Magneto guy. He's missing one though. There was a stream once where there was a custom Magneto where he was inside the circle. He was inside of a magnetic circle.
I think it's gonna show up pretty soon. Oh no, nope. I know what you're talking about. Like it almost looks like this one.
He has to get that 1/3 one.
No, I'm not sure. I don't know. He was holding his hand up. He was reaching down. And he was holding his hand up, but he was inside of a white sphere. I'll have to
Not-
find that one again somewhere.
yeah, but yeah, we've seen this guy before. It's amazing. It's like dedication, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everybody's got their favorite character.
So this one I found very interesting. This is a custom, and this is the sideshow bus that came out a few years ago. But this Green Lantern, man, I don't know if you guys seen this
That's
before.
good.
Yeah,
It's neat.
so the base is pretty cool, but like it actually really lights up too.
That's cool.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, even the ring lights up. I thought that was pretty cool.
Neat.
That is dope.
Pretty good. Look at that.
This is from the old school sideshow one too. I think they did a rendition of the fist and everything.
Yeah.
The OG. And that's the base lit up again. And right there's a
Yeah, everything's lit up.
Green Lantern does not skip leg day.
yeah. Look at these things, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Dang.
And that's right next to
Good.
yeah, man. But this guy also put up his Dark Knight up, taking pictures. And I love this one. I saw someone selling this recently and I was like, man.
Yeah, but see, now you understand why I'm having trouble seeing Robert Pattinson grow into that. I mean, again, it's probably gonna be a good movie.
Hey, eventually his metabolism will slow down. He'll beef up a little bit.
As it does for all of us, right?
We all have our day. Why I like the Dark Knight so much now. As the older I got, the more I like the Frank Miller version. I start to identify.
Exactly, you can identify. The man's got the Santa Claus
That's
boots.
good. Yeah.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's got some cankles going on. That's Dark Knight diabetes, I say. Got them big feet. Just got calves that go right into the boot.
Takes his shoe off. Got gout. Oh, my foot. I need a foot massage.
That's a good statue.
I don't know who this character is. Do you guys happen to know?
This is I was going to say the Sentry, but the Sentry is blonde that I know. I don't know if that's supposed to be the Sentry, or is that when the Sentry becomes the Void? Because I'm not too familiar with Sentry. Let's see if the chat knows. It looks like the Sentry.
Yeah, Edwin says it's a Sentry. Yep.
Okay.
This is an awesome custom too. It looks man, customs.
That's neat. I got customs. That's a rabbit hole I ain't gone down yet. I said yet.
I forget who this character is. It's like
that's a bone, isn't it? That's he was with the guy with Sasquatch and oh, come on, Matt. I forgot.
From Alpha Flight? From the Alpha
Flight?
Flight?
Yeah, I think so.
Warren says Guardian.
Guardian, okay. Which is a gap. I have some gaps.
Guardian Alpha Flight. Okay.
Guardian Alpha Flight, yeah. This is awesome. I didn't see this Magneto in that guy's Magneto.
Some customs really do a good job.
What surfers that he has in the background? Does he have that custom surfer? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one where he's stepping on the meteorite.
Yeah.
That's quarter scale though. I've never seen it in quarter scale. I've seen it in like third scale. That's pretty cool. What do you guys think of this effect they did on the portrait? Like his skin tone's a little bit lighter compared to the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It looks well done. I'm not familiar if it's accurate. I don't know if that's, but I'm sure he's portraying something that happened that I haven't read yet. Ooh,
Would you guys ever do this? Like do a wall
Yeah.
of like weapons and accessories?
you know, it's funny. The first thing I see is Nelson and Murdoch, attorney at law. That's funny. My goodness, it's cool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool. No, that's pretty cool.
It's neat. Totally different kind of memorabilia.
Yep.
It's got a shield ID.
I like it.
Wolverine's claws.
Vote
Oh,
for
yeah.
Loki. Loki's button. Vote for Loki.
Hello.
Oh,
Groot.
Scarlet Witch.
Ant-Man helmet. Hey,
Loki's
Scepter.
things.
The
Yep.
scepter. Who had the
Oh.
daggers?
Wasn't it Black Widow?
I think
Or-
Loki. Loki, I think, is with the daggers because Black Widow's got the I want to call them nunchucks, but they're not nunchucks.
Those black things.
The
black
batons. The
black
batons. Yeah.
batons. Oh yeah, because to see the Black Widow symbol right next to it.
Yes. Mhm.
So is that Daredevil's
Daredevil's
Next to that,
katana. Yeah.
whatever it is? The
Chuck
Oh
sticks.
yeah, yeah.
nunchucks. Groot's
And-
waving down at the bottom. What's the black thing in the middle?
Is it something Chitari? Like some kind of Chitari tech or something?
I don't know.
Sokovia cords. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
Oh, look
Dude,
at
dude.
what's Hawkman's little thing called? The thing he flies out of his backpack,
Oh,
Falcon or whatever it is.
I don't know. I just had a dirty joke come to mind.
Yeah, me too.
What's Hawkman's little thing? Little Hawkman.
Little
He,
Hawk-
he
Oh,
takes
that-
it out to play.
Falcon has his little bird, the little tech
Mm.
drone. that comes
Falcon.
off.
You're talking about Falcon. Oh, Falcons. That's a good Falcon's bird.
Yeah, I got Hawkman and Falcon.
Shit.
Sorry.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
Falcon's
about, right?
bird. Yeah. Oh my
so.
god, I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on Falcon's.
Yeah,
In the books, it was an actual bird. It
right,
was an actual falcon.
correct. But
Um,
in the series and in the movie, it's something. It's just
Red
his little
Wing?
drone.
Yeah.
Red Wing.
Red Wing.
Red
Yeah, Red
Wing.
Wing.
Very good. Thank you.
Dang, that chat's always there,
Thank
man.
you.
I swear.
Thank you. Now I can
Man.
I can go to sleep tonight without waking up.
Yeah.
Red Wing.
Thank you,
This is-
Vibranium Gem.
Yeah, I just thought this was a cool collection.
Yeah, he's got
like,
everything.
it's not statues or anything, but it's
You keep looking at it and you keep finding little Easter egg stuff. I just see Scarlet
I know,
Witch's headdress. Looks like those are all probably Wolverine's dog tags up on the right. What other characters have dog tags other than Wolverine?
I think it's just Wolverine, yeah.
Right? He's got a couple of them. Got tons
Whose
of
crown? Whose crown
Oh.
is that above the picture? Or
Oh, Scarlet's. That's her.
Oh, yeah,
front.
okay.
that's Scarlet
Yeah.
Witch's. And is that a it looks like a Green Goblin grenade, right?
Oh yeah, this
On
one's
the right
pumpkin.
side? Yeah.
Yep.
With Matt Murdock's glasses. Looks like. Yeah, you could keep going forever. Pretty well.
Finding Marvel, huh? No Finding Marvel.
Yeah.
put it in a highlight
Cool.
magazine.
Wow, that looks nice.
This one like came out or is coming out, I guess, pretty soon. It's Silver Surfer on Galactus' hand.
Now, I know that's a render, but is that supposed to be 1/6? That would be an amazing 1/6 piece. That's going to be 1/4. Question mark.
I'm hoping it's 1/6. If it's 1/4, it'd be too big.
That'd be too
'Cause
big, but
It's the whole board.
yeah, that'd be a really nice 1/6 piece. Wow.
What do you think, Matt? You think it's gonna be a 1/4 or 1/6?
So I think they may do the. I think it's going to be a quarter. To be honest with you, I think they may make the hand the size of. I don't know. I mean, it's like a big giant base, really. You look at that Magneto where he's got on the throne with the Sentinel helmet head, where he's sitting inside the Sentinel helmet. That thing's huge. So I don't see why not. They wouldn't do this. This is cool. I like this concept. I think this is spawned from the Daniel Bell surfer that's out there now, and then the custom hand that came out to go with it. I think that's going to be the dope piece.
Warren in the chat says it is 1/4.
Yeah.
Dang.
So,
no,
yeah,
no. It's different. Put it that way. It's different. It's definitely different. For something that much space, I like the ones Aiden has. I like if it's going to take up that much space, I want to see him doing something more dynamic. Like for me. But if you like museum poses, that's.
I do
Yeah,
like
it's a
the
cool
portal that it comes with. That's pretty cool. What do you think, Cash? Is this a cash out?
Man, I'm still hooked on Daniel Bell's, but yeah, man. The way I see it is, it's definitely nice and unique. The real question is it Aiden approved, man? That's how you know if it's good or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't seen him today. Maybe probably show up. But yeah, I think it is, man.
It's not a third scale.
big.
So I don't know if Aiden's going to go for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If it was a third scale, he'd probably say, I don't
Mm.
know. I think his others are quarter scales, though, right? The other surfers he's got.
I think they're
Those are
third
quarters.
scale. The ones that are riding next to each other. They're pretty big.
Wow.
Third surfer. You just gave me a. Okay. It's an interesting thought.
This next one coming up is going to be pretty cool, I think. American Venom.
Wow. Look at this. It just came out of the gym.
Is he right?
Yeah.
He just got through benching. I mean, what's the deal?
Looking like Drago, bro.
It's a nice portrait.
I guess. Is that supposed to be a towel or a flag or? I don't know.
Both. It's whatever he wants it to be, judging by the way he looks.
I guess.
I love the portrait on this one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the portraits are cool. Looks like me when I step out of the shower.
Right here.
Oh God, you hate to see it. Don't tell me this was you in El Salvador, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
American flag.
They got naked
Freedom, baby,
beaches.
freedom.
They got nude beaches over there, right?
Oh yeah.
Letting little Hawkman swing in the breeze.
Oh my God. Oh God. Gotta clip it.
Gotta clip it, yeah.
There
So,
we go.
You guys remember this one? Corey got his black Superman, and he was like, "I'm not waiting anymore for a good price Superman," so he painted.
Hey,
Good so far.
it's looking good so far. I think we've all thought about it at one point in time. Well, at least I know I have.
I have to.
Hope it turns out good for him, man. I'd like to see the final product. I know the head sculpts though they're different for the black Superman.
They're different, yeah.
But that's cool. I like the bearded ones. I'd like to see the bearded one in the regular suit. So it's cool.
Hopefully we hear back soon. I think I got this one like last week. I haven't seen anything this week, so hopefully he's just taking his time.
Looks awesome, man. I'd love to see the finished product.
Corey, as in Darth Rashid.
No, it's a different Corey.
Oh. Oh
That
wow.
yeah.
Sorry
I
about that.
actually, no, you're kidding, man. That's the
That
best
looks good.
reaction.
That's great.
I follow the Star Wars page, and it's nothing to do with statues, but this guy posted this up, and I was like, "This is statues."
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
he
This
gets a
is.
So
golf clap.
definitely,
He gets a
Yeah,
golf clap. Definitely.
Yes.
so
Definitely.
clean.
Can I ask you guys a question? Out of all the collections that we've seen, whether it's Marvel, DC, etc., how come for some reason, and maybe it's the individual collector, how come for some reason with Star Wars it's more prestige? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's something about it that just looks museum-y.
Yeah.
I could see
So
that.
I used to think sometimes it has to do with a lot of the pieces are because you have a lot of stormtroopers and a lot of pieces are more in like a stark white.
Mm,
And it kind of almost reminds me of like Apple Store. That kind of
yeah.
it gives you that clean, crisp effect. The ships tend to be white or off white. Sometimes I think that has a lot to do with it.
the
But
the
yeah, they
robotic
do have that.
the
Mhm,
robotic look, I guess you'd say,
mhm.
maybe.
Yeah,
Uh,
not
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I don't
it
know.
lends itself to it.
I
It's
love
it's
this.
more
That's,
futuristic. All
it
looks
looks
good.
great, man. Like I'm not a guy to put a TV near my statues, but this he does this right.
That's perfect.
I mean, the only channel you'll be or the only stuff you'll probably be watching on this TV is Star Wars stuff, right? Like all the movies for like the next 365 days.
We play Star Wars games. Everything looks
But yeah,
on point.
great
Very
setup.
symmetrical. Check out the rug. It's Death Star.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's funny because he has a full
so
size Darth Vader here on the side.
I notice his lighting matches the saber, which matches also the platform where Darth is on. Yeah, everything's on point.
It's cool.
So I asked a question earlier, like mixing scales, and Evan sent this picture to me. He says like he does it all the time.
Mhm. Yeah, you're building the shrine, the bad guy shrine.
Dark
Yeah,
side
also
and
in dark
Thanos.
side. I like it.
I really like this idea. It's like Marvel with DC characters. Like he did it
Mhm.
right, I think.
All the sexy girls and Soup's getting lucky. So these a lot of these I think are DC Direct, and they again they're smaller pieces but posed right, using the risers to break it up,
Hmm.
take your eye out. That's the key. Figuring out a way to display it, break it up.
Yeah, some sideshow stuff here, some Tweeterhead, and here's Matt's favorite.
Yep. I don't know what happened. Where's his arm? Where's his arm? He broke it.
I
Yeah.
hope not.
It's the fugitive, the one arm.
No, it's broken.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I
this
think. I don't know.
guy.
No, it might be missing.
I think there's a peg right
Yeah,
there.
there is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think he's okay.
because of the switch
Dark
out.
side collector.
He's got a lot.
He's got a lot, but also it's just like it goes all well together. I think.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like he's built his own, or he had built. He encased it because that looks like he acrylic. He encased it in acrylic. It looks like.
And I don't think these are module cases, right? Like I've never seen dots on them like that before.
I thought there were a bunch of cases on the bottom, but I'm not sure.
Looks cool, man. Another like one of
Yep.
those like Magneto collectors.
Mm-hmm.
Collects a bunch of dark side. I didn't even know there was like all these dark side pieces. To be honest.
Yeah. It's like, do you remember there was a fellow. I see him all the time. I'm in a Facebook group for the thing. And there's this guy who only collects thing stuff.
Oh yeah. I've seen
His his collection is humongous, and I'm like, I didn't know they make that much thing stuff. But
Forenzi says these are Moji cases. Oh, okay.
they are magic case. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Some Bowens for Matt right here.
I never seen that thing. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Is that a Bowen?
I don't think it's a
that I know of.
Bowen.
No,
No.
you got Hulk and Silver Surfer are Bowen,
And so is the Thor, right?
and the Thor is a very early Bowen. Yeah, it's a
Right.
real
I don't know about the Spider-Man and the thing.
Yeah, the bases look homemade. Not homemade, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Wood, not factory, put it that way.
Yeah, man.
This is nice.
It's all the risers, man. Like
The risers make the difference. Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit like a little prop, but it does make a difference.
Mhm. Especially using clear acrylic. This way, they don't take your eye away from the statues themselves, and it's not like a big mass in the background. They'll just
Shout out the Blue Batman. You love to see it, man. You love to see it.
This comes from Rad Titan George.
Oh, okay.
So what George did, he wasn't happy with what he got with what Sideshow sent because he wanted more color on it. So he had him repainted.
Yeah.
And he added a couple proximity things.
You know the conversations we've had about Sideshow seeming to take an art direction where they use an effect that sometimes I say can look a little bit like overspray.
Mm-hmm.
This one had that same thing. I saw the video when Geo did this, and they did this effect in the back that's supposed to be like dirt or soot on the back of Darkseid's tunic, and it just looked like gray overspray. I remember him going off on it, and I was with him 110%, and this looks so much better.
The blue is a lot better too, painting like a darker, brighter blue.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the Superman touch, the cape he put on him.
He also did the base, making that Hall of Justice piece pop out a lot more. It gives some contrast. Before it just kind of was there. It didn't say anything. Yeah, just goes to show you the sculpt. The sculpt is there. Sometimes it's all in the paint.
Yeah, Walton says the base is night and day different. I completely agree. Yep. I have this one, and the Justice League, it's completely dull or very matte. It's like it gets lost. So yeah, man, George, or he goes by Geo, or is it George?
Geo. Well, I always hear him. He calls him
Geo.
The other fellow is Alex, right? Alex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's an awesome job. Yep. Custom that recently came out. I love the Poison and Ivy, so I'm guessing the same makers made this one.
Vampirella.
What do you think of this one, Cash?
I like the top part of the base. I just don't care for like the black round around it. I don't care for those type of bases any longer myself. You know what's crazy? I'm actually starting to like a lot of the older pieces and appreciate the older pieces. Mm-hmm. And good God, that Poison Ivy is amazing. In the back. As well as the Sage Ventress, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, Sage Ventress looks cool. I don't know, man. Customs are killing it. or they've been always killing it. But man, like this looks amazing. Like this looks like I would have guessed like a sideshow piece, but this is a custom one.
Oh, I thought that was Sideshow.
Me too.
Oh wow, yeah.
Has all the good assets and everything. So what do you think of this one, Matt?
You know, it's Vampirilla. You know, I get it. It's nice. Hard for me to display in my world.
Vampirilla's the
Looks back.
magazine. I remember as a kid being at the rack and going, okay, Fantastic Four, okay, Spider-Man, Vampirilla. What was? Oh, I gotta put that one back because I almost felt like I picked up porn, you know.
No, you did. You did like this. You did like this.
No, yeah.
Sorry, look at
Stick this one in the pile. Yeah, I
As
remember
we all do.
Vampirilla.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but you know, it's you got it. You know, it's vamp. Like I said, like he said, it's Vampirilla. I like it. It's a cool statue. I just, you know, it's not something that in my collection that I'll be having for various reasons.
That's for Pudgy.
Yeah. Indeed, sir.
Those for the younger
Indeed.
single guys, I guess.
But I will always, anytime I see a picture of this one, I will always bring
Wow.
it up. Always.
Who's on the other end? Is that like Garfield the cat or something? What's going
You
on?
put a little prop, a little Sharpay, I think it was, or
Yeah. Or is that the Shiba?
Shiba.
that the-
Yeah.
Shiba Inu from
Yeah.
Bitcoin Shiba?
Cash and I were talking about this earlier. The Phoenix from Iron Studios that got released recently. Well, got announced recently. What are your thoughts, Matt, on this one? I don't know if you've seen this one since you've been on vacation.
Actually I did. I saw, I don't know, somebody pulled it out and I think they were talking about it. The scale is you said it's a 1/6, right? But yet
1/10.
it's still like it's 1/10, but yet it's still like the top of the Phoenix wings. It's 20 something inches or 19, 20 inches.
Mhm.
That's a huge 1/10 piece. I mean, when you put it next to your other 1/10 statues, it's definitely going to stand out. That's for sure.
That's the centerpiece to put all your other X-Men
Yeah, around it.
under.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's awesome, man. I really like it. And who's this? Iron Studios? Who is this?
Iron Studios, yep.
Yeah, dude. They're
beautiful.
killing the 1/10 scale statues. I cannot say enough about giving them their props for doing it.
And for you interested viewers, a perfect accessory to go with this Iron Studios 1/10 Phoenix would be the collection that Cash has for sale at this very moment. They would be wonderful accessories. See, I was waiting for you to get that in there. So let me slip that in.
Yes. If anybody out there is interested, I am selling some Iron Studio 1/10 X-Men.
X-Men.
Currently, a couple of them have actually sold. So right now we have Storm, Cyclops, Juggernaut. That's right, Juggernaut. Sabretooth, Iceman, Pyro, Archangel, Magneto. Oh, but there's more. Emma Frost, Jean Grey, Bishop, and Psylocke all for order. Can ship them to you tomorrow. So if anybody interested, and the prices are shipped. So yeah, man.
Operators are standing by at 1-800-999-CASH. 1-800-999-CASH.
Tonight's
put it
like
in
a
the chat.
throwback episode, I feel like.
All prices are listed in the chat.
Very nice. I think that's great. And I think, I mean, without seeing it in person, just going by the photos, this at 1/10 is much more striking than what the Sideshow came out with recently at 1/5, 1/6. It's just, judging by the photography, this is a much more, to me, impressive piece. I guess I'm kind of partial. If it's done right and it's lit well, I like the resin approach as opposed to the flame, XM does painted flames beautifully, but not everybody does, and this lit well will really pop. It'll look amazing.
So also the cool thing about this is if the Phoenix is too tall or too big for you, they're selling it as just the Phoenix, as just Gene. So
Nice.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
think Sideshow, Mr. Mark, they could have done this too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a simple thing, right?
Very simple thing.
I wonder if that base. I wonder if that previous picture is that base lit. Does the base light up, or is it just that was the photography flash that did that?
I'm guessing photography. Like here. Yeah, you see it when you turn it, the light's kind of different shades now.
Mm.
Yeah,
It was
even her boot-
lit.
Even her boots are different. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Looks good. Yeah, that's a home run. That's a home run piece. That's the kind of piece that makes you want to start a line, just because things go
Yeah.
good with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cash, how much you looking for you? No, never mind.
Hey,
I could fit like 100 of them in this thing. My goodness.
Hey, I like this one though. I do like it without the powers, or without the Phoenix rather, I should say. I think this one looks really amazing. Yeah, man, this looks amazing. I love how the hair is up, flowing up. It's a really really good looking statue here.
Yeah, even the portrait's not that bad either. I thought the
Yeah.
portrait was pretty good.
Oh yeah, man.
Kind of
Some of them
smirk.
are good. Don't let the 1/10 fool you.
She got
Cash, is this Polystone?
Most of them are. It'll be either a mixture of polystone and resin from the ones I've received so far.
okay.
Oh,
so would this
They don't do
would this be
PVC.
three pieces? I mean, does the statue go into the base, or does it come on the base? And then I know the
She's
Phoenix
gonna
itself
peg.
comes off. She's gonna peg in. So will the Phoenix.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
look.
like even like the Quicksilver, they've been making them to where they have like a lot of pieces. Like Juggernaut was about 10 pieces. So
Oh,
even though
really?
they're 1/10, they're starting to make them like really intricate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm wondering how the wings will peg in. I guess in the back of the Phoenix or something.
That's what they did for Hawk Girl and Archangel. The wings pegged in the back. So I'm assuming they'd keep it the same. I'd assume anyway.
or the sides maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you could see the seam right there.
Yeah.
Like I could
So
see.
1, 2, 3.
I'm getting the visions.
four,
That's messed up.
about 5 pieces, right?
Yeah.
The flames on the base, some of those may have to peg in too,
Individual.
possibly. So it could be
Okay.
anywhere from 5 to 8 pieces, maybe.
Wow. Cool.
One nice long shelf right above the TV
Yep.
with her in the middle. I already laid it out. Yeah.
There you go.
So
And I got a spot. Oh, no, let me not go there. Never mind.
So you're gonna build
Forensi's
you gonna build a platinum, a pudgy platinum.
Statue whore is getting in the house. So I gotta
You're gonna build
put
another
it.
stand for it.
No. Let me stop. I like Phoenix.
Edwin says it looks better than the Sideshow lasagna bird.
Lasagna bird.
Yeah, sure does.
Light future on
Yeah.
this. Do you
I don't know.
do you guys
I
think
don't
there'll be a
Let me-
light in there? No,
I think you have
No
to put your
idea.
own light on it.
that's what I was
But
thinking.
yeah.
Which probably could work just as well, you know.
Overall, yeah, I think it's a knockout.
Do-
Like everyone likes this one.
Do other Iron Studios statues have light ups?
Black Panther has a light. That's about it that I know of. I can think of.
Is it battery or is it a plug-in?
I don't know. I don't have that one. No. What's his name? The cosmic one. The Green Lantern Corp. Kilowog. Kilowog and Green Lanterns have their 1/10. Those are like the series 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. They have lights. They were the first ones. but I don't have those pieces, so I don't know.
Iron
'Cause
Studios made a Kilowog. Yeah.
yeah, they made a Kilowog for the construct. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there goes Pudgy. We lost him.
Dude, they have a
Oh,
lot
That-
of older pieces. Power
Mm.
Girl. Yeah, a lot of them, bro. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are like the little candies you snack on before you have dinner. The main where the big guy comes. Let me think of one thing.
Bro, look. I got a penguin.
Penguin.
I got a penguin. I got a penguin. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Looks good.
Yeah, man. Look at that. Check out Iron Studios. Hey, Sideshow. Holla at me. Holla at me. Oswald Cobblepot. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Is this too little too late, you guys think? Or is this like. It's a quarter scale.
Quarter scale. The, um,
I saw that. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I like the Weta one better though. I think, but that's pretty cool. It's a custom.
yeah. This is one of those times where, like, when you see a piece and it's all like one color, or not just necessarily one color, it's kind of drab, and people say that they should have done something with the colors. It's because no, they were sticking to the way it looked in the movie. Now over here, this definitely is eye catching. They got different tones, different colors for the jacket, but I don't recall this in the movie. I remember the duster kind of just being very dark. I don't remember different color pants. I don't even know if we actually got to see the pants, right? Everything was filmed waist up. It's eye catching, but it might be like you said. I mean, doesn't seem like they're going to expand on Justice League. I guess they rolled the dice and took a shot. Why not? There was renewed interest.
Yeah. Now we're talking about like the 1/10 ones. Cash, what do you think this is going to be priced at for being a quarter scale from Iron Studios?
Based on past, their 1/4 of all has been a little shy of a north of 1,000, so 1,100 give or
Wow.
take.
Dang.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I only have one Iron Studios quarter scale piece, but that was the Punisher. And when that came out, that was like, I want to say $7.99, maybe. But that's in the good old days of statue collecting, only 2-3 years ago.
Walton says buy XM or Prime One and skip this. For that price, might have
For
to.
that
man.
price, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I do like the fact that they're going quarter scale for this one. It's like
Mhm.
I guess dip their toes in.
You got
Like-
options.
Yeah. This one Caleb recently received. Cash, you have this one, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Casual. No, I don't have it because it's stuck somewhere. All right, it's stuck somewhere.
Dang, bro, still.
It's coming, bro. I mean, you can go on 10 more vacations. It's still not. It's still gonna be stuck, Matt. Like,
Or Matt can go pick it up for you.
I was about to say, I'll go on vacation and go find it for you, man. Jeez. Get my Venom towel on. Stroke out there.
oh
Nice.
God, no. You
Jump,
they can
jump
keep
on the
statue.
beach. Jump on the boat.
Letting,
Hey, where's my man's statue?
letting Little Hawk flutter in there.
I ain't gonna say Little Hawk though, dude. I ain't gonna call it Little Hawk.
Right. This is after dark.
If I had
Very
that
good.
big eagle, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna skip this one now.
Ironically, I did buy the dead guy to go with it too. That's hanging upside down. So can't wait for that.
I finally got to see JRob in person. Well, in I guess, your video, or you
Mhm.
did an
Yeah.
interview with him, but he also did a statue room collection, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. His collection is hands down. This is probably the best collection I've ever seen from a aesthetic of what I like. Mixture of art
Mhm.
prints, mixture of quarter scale with smaller scale. To have a collection like this, it clearly it takes years and times because this is stuff that this is the best version of the character you want. Shout out JRob, man. Hey, shout out Detroit. What up, though?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
Mr. Detroit right there.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll share the pictures, but he had his retirement ceremony, man. That was like really cool, man.
Oh,
Retiring
he's
from long,
out.
yeah,
Okay.
27 years, man. So appreciate his service and a really cool guy,
Salute.
man.
Wow.
27.
He's
Good.
part of the army, right?
Detroit Police Department.
PD.
If I'm
Okay.
not mistaken, Sergeant. If I'm not mistaken, he'll have to correct me though.
Yeah, man. I found the video to be awesome. Like, I got to see. I always see JRob in the chat, so like,
Yeah.
Detroit in the house. But
Yep.
yeah, that was cool. That was nice of him too.
Hmm.
Who's next? Cash.
The next person on the Cash and Out show is Piggy's Picks. That will be this Thursday. Um, and I got a surprise for you guys. The guest afterwards, actually, very surprise, man. Far as the room tour, man, it's just the last day of each month, man. So you never know what we'll do next time.
Hey.
Yep, corporal,
Yeah,
man.
Corporal. He's like, get that right, son. Cool. JRob.
You know what ironically was crazy? And that's gonna sound weird, but I literally watched this about 3 times. Like,
Really?
hey, I left a comment on there. Like, I left a comment like it wasn't even my channel, dude. This is literally the best. This is the best room tour I've ever seen. Like that I could say I would want to mirror my collection off of. Yeah, this is the best collection I've ever seen, hands down. Like, I love what he's doing. Like, this is because I appreciate art. So for me to see the artwork with the statues and everything,
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
That's cool, man. That's cool
Yeah.
too that, like, he's a viewer, commenter. Now he's like, he did an interview with you. Now he did a statue. Yeah, man. You got to give this guy some what's it called? What do they call it?
Give him props.
Give him props, but
Kudos.
give him
Kudos.
25% of what you get. Nah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
The next picture is unfortunately from Prime One.
Shout out Prime One.
Yeah, kinda. But it's Nightwing, man. I thought this one came out awesome.
Yes. Yeah. That's if I was 1/3, yeah, that would if I was dedicated 1/3, yeah, that would definitely it captures the attitude of the character. The display is on point. The base, I mean, everything. I
Is
really
it a
like
one
that.
third?
That's
Pretty
what,
sure
like,
it is, right?
It doesn't look like a
it's
1/3 standing next to Bats right there.
yeah, his
Hmm.
arm.
You take him down off that
Well,
perch.
Bats is on the juice, first of all.
So
Bats is on the juice, and Nightwing is natural. He's natty.
nothing wrong with apple juice and orange juice and
No, not that juice.
whatever.
He's on the Diana ball. Getting
Yeah,
stacked.
but like if you like you said, but look at it. You take him off that perch and you stand him up, he's gonna be really small.
Well, I like how the anatomy itself is smaller because he was already like more sleeker than Batman. So the anatomy I can agree with. I do agree with you on the height, possibly an extra 2 inches on the body is what you're kind of saying. Not the
Yeah,
statue, but the body.
So that's
easily.
his
Look
leg
at
right there.
yeah. Look at. I mean,
That's his
that
leg
looks like
stretched out too.
a quarter scale on a big base.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is
It's
a little
just
bit
on a
off.
high. It's on a very high, tall base, and it's just you know. I mean, the top of the base is at Batman's waist, and then yet their heads are pretty much level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the base is not that, people are gonna say it's depth, but like it's not that far back, to be honest.
So it is listed as a third, right? It's just that we're discussing whether it's underscale.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. It
See,
is listed as 1/3.
that is not a one
Yep.
third of an actual person. You can put that to tell you that way. You know, that's how they're supposed to do it, right? And that's falling short. They're just using the inches and saying it's a 1/3 because of the total inches, and that's not right. That's not cool. And this to me seems more Tweeterhead looking than Prime One. I mean, I like it's cool, but it looks more like a Tweeterhead statue than it would a Prime One statue. I mean, you
Cash,
compare this to Swamp Thing. Different quality, man. In my
Cash,
opinion. Sorry.
Cash. Do you have like an encyclopedia for DC? And I'm not being a smart. I see that. I'm seriously because like these encyclopedias, they'll list they'll list the stats,
Size of the character.
size. Because I've had this conversation with other people that say, if it's 1/4, he's supposed to be 24 inches. And that would assume that everybody in the world is exactly 6 foot.
My man.
So let's see if is Nightwing only maybe 5'8"?
Arch, where the hell are you, my guy? Where the hell are you?
This is your time to shine, son.
No, you're absolutely right, Pudgy. Because I remember saying something about Cable one time, and I didn't realize Cable was what 6'6", 6'8", or something like that.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was that big.
So having a little variation.
He's 5'10". Nightwing is 5'10".
And what's Bats? 6'2", 6'4".
Batman is 6'2", so that's 4-inch difference.
Okay.
Yeah,
So scale wise, maybe they'd be an inch different.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And they're saying he's about 35 pounds lighter. So I could see I'm okay with the anatomy being smaller as far as the body mass. But I do kind of get what Matt's saying, though, even though he would be 4 inches shorter. But
I mean, if you put him on the ground next to him, dude, that top of Nightwing's coming a little bit over his belly button.
All right.
1/3 of a teenager.
1/3 of a teenager.
That's good.
Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know.
No. You got a point. I've never seen them like that together. I've just seen that Nightwing pink piece, and I just liked I like the expression. I like the portrayal of the character, the pose. I was like, "Ooh, I like."
But see, thank you, Casual, for showing this picture because all the viewers and anybody and the guy who posted this. I mean, now you see exactly what you're going to get and what it looks like when you do get it. Because you expect from Prime One, you're going to be getting something that's almost the size of the Batman, the case.
Because these two are about
the same size almost.
Yeah. I'd say at least I never put them side by side, but visually, I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
I do see what you're saying about like it looking like Tweeterhead almost compared to a Prime One, because Prime One's like should be, or I think should be, more detailed, and this looks really flat compared to what Prime One puts out.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Even his costume, his shoulder looks a little flat and glossy.
Yeah, no, agreed.
You know what I mean?
I think more pictures, that are going to be coming out soon will, I guess, show us a little bit more. But it does look underscaled, and I think it looks cool though.
But I still think it looks cool.
Yeah. I love this picture. I'm glad he took this picture. So yeah, this is a quarter scale right here. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. More pictures to come, I guess.
Yeah.
Another person got their Thor recently, and I still love it. Not too sure why people are selling it, but
yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, so this will be one of my one-offs.
Oh, man, he is a Thor. Look, he's got old Journey to Mysteries.
Yeah.
I love that background. Yeah, it reminds me of
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
bearded Thor. Oh, so the reason the Iron Man was being pushed back for so long supposedly is I'm sorry, the legendary beast from XM, Iron Man, they got the 3D sculpt approved, so we should be seeing it soon. I thought that was cool news.
Yeah.
uh,
Nothing new about the other one, huh? About the Hulk? Nothing yet.
nothing official.
Okay.
Nothing official. Nothing yet.
Yeah. Oh man.
This one actually comes from Luke. So I brought up the question, does so I put up the question on one of our Facebook groups, scale, what do you think about collecting multiple scales? And of course, Luke is the funny guy, and he is like, the only thing I would collect is this Ant-Man from different scales.
They actually had that Ant-Man at that comic shop in El Salvador.
There you go, man. Should have picked it
And
up. You got like third scale, 10th scale, sixth scale, all
Yep.
in one.
who made that Ant-Man, by the way? That's a movie version.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. It looks cool though.
Because I decided to put a Bowen wasp with my quarter scales. She's a wasp, so what the hell? She's supposed to be small no matter what.
There's
Just
Luke.
like Luke here with the Ant-Man.
Oh, what's up, Chase? Oh, so Luke says it's Iron Studios.
Okay.
That's a really cool piece. And I guess I'll just put this up front. If anybody has this sword or this exclusive portrait, let me know.
Mhm.
But I
Did you
love
get
Luke's. Sorry, was that?
Did you get that Thanos new? That because you have this Thanos, you're looking to dress it up.
I got it off someone from New York.
Okay,
Yeah. It's not the exclusive though. It's the regular edition.
gotcha.
But yeah, I was gonna say Luke's custom cabinet that he has. I love it, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Lukey Luke. Mario did an live. I'm really, really, really proud of this guy because he did a live unboxing of this thing. This thing
Of
is massive.
this nerve-wracking piece to unbox. Yeah,
Yeah. Look
I
what it
was
compares to.
I caught this on while he was doing it, and
Mhm.
I was very nervous the whole time because as he was trying to put it in onto the torso onto the legs, I kept looking at the cape. The cape to me from the angle, it looked like very close to hitting his backdrop, and
Mhm.
those little points will just they will go like that. No, it's like don't hit it.
Yeah, Cash was on it with Astro, and I was like, "They're not saying anything. They're not saying anything. They're not saying
Tell him
anything."
yelling, watch out.
It looks good though, man. Like I honestly would get the blue one over the black one, but I gotta see more black ones. But overall, this is the one that caught me off guard. I thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious when he put it.
yeah. 1/6 Adam West. Yeah.
That should be a meme right here or something. I don't know. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, these are the boxes.
Yes.
Insane.
Insane indeed. Yeah.
2 boxes for that thing. That's crazy.
And I don't
Is
know if
this
it's perspective. They look bigger than the boxes mine came in, which can't be.
is this normal for like the boxes to come in like this, or did he say I didn't catch if he said the boxes came in damaged?
For Prime 1, those boxes are gonna look pretty beat up by the time UPS has them, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Luke says something pretty clever. Looks like a father and son cosplaying as Batman together. Yeah. Time to get to our meme part really quick. Luke, after noticing both Grogu and his X-wing are gone. The car in front of me when I'm behind them, 60 miles per hour. The second I merge into the passing lane. I thought this was, it's not a meme, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yes. Cool. Where want to leave?
Look at the mural. That's pretty cool.
Right? The mural has depth, that 3D look.
And then the inside makes you feel like it's bigger than it actually is.
Yeah. Don't want to go to school. Sorry. No,
It'd be cool if this thing closes.
Yeah.
This was a funny, like, little touch Walmart empire.
The evil empire.
Yeah. You know, with things going on, you know, kind of have to look at the funny side of things.
Yes.
So they had a news reporter compare it to the Spaceballs.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have given that dude a better helmet, man. That's messed up.
Normally I would walk through this door out of curiosity, but 2020 has taught me better than that.
Yeah. Another dimension.
I can't believe they are bringing back all the classics of my childhood: Picard, Luke Skywalker, Ghostbusters, and the Soviet Union.
Yeah. Cold War.
This one had me laughing hard. Hulk, Hydrostone, here comes Thanos. Doctor Strange, who? Thanos. I'm gonna just tuck mines in. Do you guys know where that comes from?
Debo, bro. Debo.
Yeah. Debo.
What's his name? Zeus with the wrestling, I think was his name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. Luke, this was for John. Luke, I am your buddy. That's impossible. I'm not your buddy, guy. It's supposed to be referencing Canadians. Oh yeah, I posted this somewhere.
This hit home. Yeah.
Yeah. That was too funny.
And back to collections.
That Falcon is right on time, huh?
Yeah. Look at that Falcon.
Yep.
Oh man. Still looking at that Sideshow symbiote Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard one person complain about it.
I haven't either.
Yeah. For being an edition size of like over 5,000, that's very surprising.
Yeah, I eventually do want to pick it up, but because the ES is so high, it's not one of those priority list things, you know?
No. This comes from our guy, Pink Collectibles. You guys have to watch this video. He gets a little bit antsy on this one. He's kind of upset that, you know, the quality, I think, is not there. I think he says, like, it doesn't peg in well, or a lot of stuff. Like this character right here, you can move him around even though he's pegged in. But yeah. But he tells the truth. He tells it how it is, which I really do like. But
Flex piece down. The more complex, the more issues can arise.
yeah. So there's a lot of issues with this one, according to him. ECS is rendish, or what would you call it? Cache. They redid it basically.
Yeah, rendition, man.
Yeah.
So this one used to be called the eggplant, or not the eggplant, the egg-headed, the egg-headed Wolverine. So his head was probably like this high before, but they changed it. Yeah.
And they added more texture to the suit. They gave him another portrait.
Yep.
Now this is
Man,
a third scale, but he only comes out
yeah.
to like I think 24, 25 inches.
Yep.
Wolverine's supposed to be short, stocky dude, so
Mhm.
it's kind of speaking to me a little bit.
I think it looks good. Shout out Franco, by the way.
Is this a Franco sculpt?
This is a Franco piece. That's right. I know Arch had asked him, "Are you upset with with the criticism?" And he said, "No, it just helps him get better." So this is it being better.
Yeah. This is way better. This is a third scale. I think this is like the best Wolverine right now. Licensed Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's intriguing me because yet it's another piece that I look at and I automatically say that could go right here,
Yeah.
and I already have a print in mind that would. That's a sickness. That's a sickness.
Cash, I don't know if you saw this one or if it's already out, but they had like a teaser for this Black Panther.
Yeah, that's the one that lights up. I thought that one was pretty cool. If you're a movie collector, pretty cool.
I don't. So has this one come out already or not yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Looks cool. Prime One announced they're doing the Batman. I don't know if it's gonna be a third scale, but
If it's DC, it's third scale with them.
it's third scale. Okay.
Yeah, it's their license.
I know it's not Matt's cup of tea, this Twilight guy. But knowing
You know,
Prime One, it's gonna be multiple portraits and
The
stuff.
Pattison.
listen, man, I'll reserve judgment. I'll eat my crow if I need to. It's no big deal. So,
I mean, the critics could be blowing this up, but I mean, I've read like multiple reviews, and even the ones that are a little critical of the movie, the one thing they all say is that his portrayal is really good. Which, that was like the main thing. How's he going to carry off Batman? And people are saying,
or Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Well, I think of him not as the Bruce Wayne you and me are probably both thinking of. To me, he's almost like emo teen Bruce Wayne in my mind. It's like he's still a hurt young man as opposed to like he hasn't
Yeah, see,
matured.
this is where I get upset with DC about this going back and forth, particularly with the same character. You know what I mean?
If you take a look at Batman Year 2, and if you look in there, they have the portrayal of Selena Kyle. That this actress looks like she was born to play that drawing that was done years ago.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
but
really-
is that a anime? Or what is that?
No. Year 2 is a book. It's a book that came out.
Oh, but it's not a
No,
movie.
no.
Is it a movie?
No. Comic book series.
Oh, again,
Comic
but
book,
okay,
written book.
okay,
written
but it's
book.
okay.
Just like Dark Frank Miller's series, Dark Knight. There was a series Year 2.
Is it a graphic novel?
Yes,
Okay,
but I think it was released in issues. Eventually,
Right.
it was put together as a trade.
no, I know. What I'm saying is it's kind of like with DC, particularly with their movies, where they always keep going back and forth, with their timelines and things like that. And it's
Well,
just kind of
They're doing multiverse. Everything's a different alternate take. There's going to be another movie with Batfleck eventually.
Mhm.
So Batfleck's going to be in the Flash movie. So they're just different takes.
I guess.
What's up, Mark?
Yeah,
Mark, how
what's
you
up,
doing, brother?
fellas? How you doing?
Mark, sure. What's going on?
Just woke up. What's going on?
Living the life of leisure.
Oh man, work's been killing me.
Everything else good though, Mark?
Yeah, yeah. You guys all going this weekend to see that movie?
I don't know. I might go next week. I'm gonna hold off just because I don't. The crowds are gonna be crazy around this area.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
I don't know if I'll go this weekend, but I'm definitely going to see it.
Yeah, going Saturday.
Go in the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I was thinking too.
on like Tuesday or something.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, this was pretty cool. Queen Studios did like a little video of showing off their new pieces, but with artwork in the background. But I'll show you the pictures. But there's one they didn't put a statue in front. The Joker.
Yeah.
This one.
Ah,
The missing, the missing piece.
very good
Yeah.
detective skills.
I know.
I saw a couple of people mention it, and I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome," you know. But hopefully, I think XM did a great job with theirs. I'm not a big fan of their portrait, but if Queen Studios does this one, I'd probably pick up the Queen Studios one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember this one? I forget which company made this one. Do you guys happen to know?
Not sure.
Rescue.
That's what's her name, right? Pepper.
Pepper Potts. Yeah.
Is it Queen as well?
I think.
I think it is
Yeah.
Queen.
I
Yeah.
think it is Queen. Yeah.
A lot of people were saying no one was asking for this one, but this guy said, I got it.
Well, obviously some people were
Yeah.
just, you know.
You know what bothers me about this picture? It's not like the statue or the feet or anything. It's just, you have a dog.
Yeah. Yes. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even see that.
You
Yeah.
have to destroying.
I can't imagine like where his statues are. Like they better
Well,
be secure.
And you know he's got the dog gate right next to it. The dog was trying to get out.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this looks awesome, phenomenal. But like it lights up and everything. It comes with a remote, which is like I haven't seen on any other ones. It has one button.
Yeah.
That angry Superman, isn't that a custom piece?
I've never seen that one, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. There's oh man, I think Charlotte Pudgy. I don't know if you know or not. There's a few years back that used to be like a pretty hot piece, but I've never seen the black suit. I always saw it in the red suit.
Mm.
And he's like burnt up a little bit on the sides. His pants are burnt up.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I do like it's not only lit from the middle, it's like lit on the sides and like through the eyes.
That's cool.
Oh, it's even lit up right here. Wow.
Yeah.
What's that? The Muppets in the background?
Yeah.
Was it? You're right.
Yep.
God. Gonzo. I think it
Is
was.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Gonzo?
Yeah.
Dude, the Muppets creeped me out when I was younger.
The little
Pudgy knows what I'm talking about, man. They're creepy.
Oh,
They're
which
weird.
ones in particular? Like Statler
That
and
one right
Waldorf?
there with
That one.
the
with
couple of them.
You know, like the Swedish chef. And what was
Yeah.
the other one?
Yeah,
Phenomenon. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
What about the drummer dude?
Dee-dee-dee.
What's his name?
Animal. Animal was good.
He was funny.
This one I think is from Prime One, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. This one's so I've seen this one in person. This one is insane. This has to be insane.
He's beefy.
Sauron.
Got the apple juice.
Yeah. I love this touch they did. They showed the ring on his hand or his finger.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I like that proximity bonus you get with that too. You get that hand with the ring, like a bigger version of it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's
really?
cool.
Yeah, it's like a proximity piece, and it's just like the hand cut off, and it has the ring on it. Like that Australian collector, he has this piece. Check out his review of it. It's pretty cool.
I think his name's Victor, right? Or something like
Anthony
that.
on you.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, it's a bunch of scaling here, like a bus with a quarter scale. I think this pairs up well. I know Arch does this with his busts and his quarter scales.
Yes, I definitely like it. Look, think of the one you saw earlier, the Green Lantern.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I like the way it looks.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me sometimes of like the old bed pictures you'd get in high school, where they'd have like Photoshop 3 images. You're looking this way.
Oh
You're looking that
yeah.
way. It's kind of that effect a little bit.
That's in my mom's stairwell. Like all our pictures were like that. Third scale, man. It's a whole different level.
You see, I like that. So some people don't like that kind of display base, the building base, but I like it.
Reminds me of the Tweeterhead one. The pose on Soups. How he's
Yeah.
got
Has
the
that
one leg.
A little bit.
classic vibe.
He looks small, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's a quarter scale. That's a
Oh,
quarter scale custom.
okay. He's got a Hawkman, 1/3 Batman. I don't recognize the
Me neither.
Wonder
I don't
Woman.
recognize the Wonder Woman.
Iron Studios, right?
Yeah, it's Iron Studios. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Iron Studios.
I think
What was this?
everyone misses this one right here.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah. I would have put it up right here. Shoot.
I know, right?
Yeah, he was asking like, what should I put on the right? I said, you need a Joker. It'll look nice there.
Oh, here's that picture I was talking about earlier. It's Tweeterhead stuff.
Mm-hmm. I have that Man Martian. They did a that Batman. They did a dual switch out where you could have it black or blue.
Okay.
That's like a thing with all companies, right? They they milk it out. You know, they put the blue one out first, and then they put the black one next. It's like
Yeah.
not even a surprise anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool. I hope they do a Shazam soon for quarter scale.
Mm.
Well, I would actually take a Martian Manhunter quarter scale if they come out with one soon.
That Shazam was on point. Yeah.
So XM did their little teaser. It's better than the other teasers they've been doing. You know, they always do shadows
Mhm.
for some crazy reason. This is cool. I think they should do this. But what do you guys think of this? This is supposedly a quarter scale Flash.
Which I believe they said is going to be able to be paired with Reverse Flash somehow into a diorama style. Interesting.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I think it looks cool. They showed he has like a tornado effect earlier before this pick.
Yeah, switch out with a extra base, kind of like Swamp Thing or even Green Goblin, a headstand or whatever.
Yeah.
That tornado effect, so that'll be cool.
Was it his arm or was it his legs? I thought it was his arm, right? Where
That's what I thought was an arm. Yeah.
yeah.
I I don't know. I like it. I like the sculpt on it. I like or the portrait rather. The
Yeah, the portrait.
Coming from XM, I would expect a little bit more quality out of the suit.
Me too.
Yeah,
More like
I'll
if
say
you
that.
look at the sideshow, maybe have the little mesh dots on it or whatever they call it. You know what I mean? I
Some
don't
more
know.
texturing.
More texturing. If there was more texturing, on it, this again, I hate to say it, but looks like it's more Tweeterheadish.
That's what I was saying from earlier.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Some
It's got that vibe too. It's funny you said that. I think
Yeah.
it's their Justice League portrayal of these characters, like their Catwoman was more
Super
of a base.
frenzy.
Yeah, it was more of a
Oh,
basic sculpt, the purple one that they just showed. Now it might just be that this Justice League, they're going for a more kind of
Yep. But
not
Mhm.
super detailed kind
yeah, but
of.
why? You put out the rebirth line. That whole line was detailed to the max. So
Right.
now I know you can do it. Now we know they can do it. They set the bar, so
Yes.
they set their own standard. Why not live up
Yes.
to it?
That's that could be what the art direction is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want
Same
that old
comic
school comic-y effect.
But then look at the portrait.
Yeah, no, granted. Yeah, the
Okay,
portrait
so you can't
actually
they mix
stands
it
out
up.
because it looks rugged. Yeah, no, that's true.
They-
That's true.
They went there with the portrait, then all of a sudden they decided, okay, well, let's just it looks like he's wearing a rubber suit. You know what I mean?
Unless these are like literally like rough cuts. I mean, if you look at the sculpts, you see there's still like markings in the sculpting itself. I don't know if that's by design or like it's you know what I mean. See the like I know when you
Yeah.
sculpt with actual clay, those are like just remnants you haven't finished yet. It's a rough
Okay.
take.
all right.
Like over there on the bicep too. See,
Why
I don't
Seamless.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
why-
know if
why
that's
show
by
it?
design
Why show it then? Do the shadow.
because casual was complaining about the shadow, so they did this instead.
Man,
So you can't make everybody happy.
look,
He wants a shadow. He wants a finished piece. It's coming soon.
that's like Chips
It's not,
Ahoy.
it's not here yet. It's coming.
Fudgy. It's like Chips Ahoy putting cookie dough out on the cover instead of the actual chocolate. I mean,
I like that. I like that.
Don't do
That's
it,
what
man.
look-
I don't
well,
want to see cookie dough. I want to see
right
the
now-
cookie. I want to see what I'm buying, not the cookie dough.
Right now, your nose is up against the stove. They're not ready yet. It's coming soon.
Just a tease.
Yeah, well, nah.
You ain't about that. Just call me to the plate when the cookies
I'm
are ready.
American Venom. I'm American Venom.
Yeah.
Damn it! I want
Oh,
to see
yeah.
it.
Okay,
I want
there
it.
we go.
I want the real deal when I jump out that water. Bam.
Oh my god.
what? What?
Oh my god.
I'm excited for this though, and I honestly I can't wait for it. So hopefully that there is hopefully it's not the final thing though.
I gotta go back to that picture for Matt.
For Matt, yeah. So he knows what Mark's rambling about.
Yeah, boy. There you go. That's right.
He says that's him coming out of the shower.
I can see that. That's
I can
funny.
see that. That's so funny, man.
That's me on vacation.
You don't look like you need any cookies. You don't look like you're a cookie eater in this picture here.
Well, depends on what kind of cookie you're talking about.
Oh.
Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, man, that was 137 pictures. Went by quick again, but I think I figured out why. All this laughing in between and all this, yeah, going back and forth. I love it, man.
Great. By the way, Matt, I was telling you about year 2. What I was thinking about, there is a year 2 series. The thing I wanted you to look at is year 1. Batman year
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
I put a link in the chat if you want to see a
I saw it.
picture.
I saw it. Yeah.
And you see
actually,
how they act.
I've seen
You
year 1. I
remember?
know what you're talking about. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see year 2. I was like, year 2, man. Let's
Yeah, year 2 was, no, it came out too.
Hey, Matt, I don't know if you saw Mark's name by chance. You see Mark's name by chance?
No.
Right under his photo, right on the screen. Right there
It
on the
says
screen.
Mark B.
Oh,
AKA
retired collector.
Yes, sir.
So we're done, huh? You got everything you want. You got everything you want.
You got it.
So okay, Mark. Okay, Mark.
This is Venom wanting a
Okay,
challenge.
Mark.
Yep, guys.
Hey, listen. What's his name? I'm like, what's his name in John Wick? You so much as step a pinky back in. Where the demons that come after. You're retired. You got out. Yeah. So much as stink a pinky back in. You'll be drawn back.
Man, every day I'm sticking that pinky back in. It's tough.
Hey, give us a shot. I gotta ask Cash a question. Cash, man. You warmed my heart. You warmed my heart when you said, I'm starting to appreciate some of these older pieces.
I heard that.
You heard that, right? You heard that, right? My man. All right.
Yeah. There's actually an old piece I'm looking at too.
See? And I told you it was going to come back to you, didn't I? I'll be right there. I was going to be right there when it came back to you. You and Joe both.
Matt was like, I got to get back to the States. My Venom senses are tingling.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. But good, man. Cool. I'm glad you'll find out. As you mature as a collector, you're a collector, and all pieces have an appreciation to them, whether they're new, old, they're the hot thing that's right now. You'll come to the point to where you like what you like, and something's going to talk to you. I remember when I was, I digress a little bit. When I was shopping for, a ring for my wife, I was at a jeweler. And I was looking at a lot of different diamonds or whatever. And the guy told me, he says, take your time, do what you want. You'll know it when you see it. It'll talk to you. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And, I find that same pleasure with statue collecting. You see pieces that you like, they talk to you. And, you collect them. That's just the way it is, man. Whether it's, again, like I said, whether it's old or new.
You could be like me and be schizophrenic, and a lot of things start talking to you. You hear voices, and then you don't know what to do.
That's a good point. There's no expiration date on art, right? Just because something was released in 2015 doesn't mean you can't love it, So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. It's crazy. There's a lot of good old things out there. It makes you kind of, almost like, comparing some with new things, and then also like, I was seeing the day, right, and I was looking at a date on the older piece, and at that time, I had knew about Sideshow, but I wasn't like collecting. But I knew they existed. I left them alone for 2 years. Well, actually, 3 years. And it's like, damn it! If I had to just stayed on the site, actually gave it a listen, actually gave it a look, man, the collection I'd have today, boy, I'd have that Thanos on throne. I'd have all that, man. But I, wasn't looking, wasn't interested. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so here we are.
No, it was the same way. Listen, I remember when Superman Hush first came out, and I was looking at it, and I was like, 42 inches, man. What on earth am I going to do with that? There's no way. I'm not going to pay that for that statue. Nope, not happening. And the more and more I saw it, the more and more I, developed an appreciation for it. And now look at it. It is, as Chase say, it's a Grail status in the community.
So I have a question for you, Matt. So that's a good point. So what if that Hush Superman fell on its face and it was universally picked apart by the community and it didn't shoot up in value on the secondary market? I wonder if subconsciously that's always a factor with every collector, right? Would you still love that piece if it was going for below retail right now and everyone was like, man, this is trash? Every time you bring that statue up, people are saying it's horrible. I feel like there's always this level of, well, what's the community think of this piece? Is it a well-received piece? A well-received piece? That factors into what we think of a statue on our own. Like there's always that level of, well, if it's going below retail and anyone can get it, do I want this myself? So that's always something I wonder. Like, do you just like it because Hulkbuster's now $7,000 on the aftermarket? So it's amazing. But if that was still $3,000 at retail sitting everywhere on a shelf, would people be so hot for that piece? So just something I throw your way.
So I guess my perspective, and I guess it's going to come to every individual perspective, that basically hits the nail on the head of the perspective of what Chasen and I both have. His was a perspective of a Grail status in the community. Hasn't attained that. Mine, a Grail status is what's my personal enjoyment of something, and it's a Grail to me from a personal perspective. So the answer to your question is, I'm going to take it for how I enjoy it. I'm going to look at something whether it appreciates or doesn't appreciate in the statue community. It's how I see it and what I look at it as. So if there's a statue out there that I like, that I've always seen, that I want, it's going to be something to me, and I'll try to obtain it. There's been quite a few statues that haven't really risen in status, in the community, but for me, it's my favorite statue. It's my favorite thing. So, I guess that's the best way that I can look at it, and that's my perspective. That's my opinion. Everybody has one different, but who was that? I just saw. What did you bring up? That price cost does affect.
Forenzi says value has a lot to do with community. It sets the hype.
Exactly, it does. It's a hype, and of course, hype runs something up. But I'll give you another example. I don't see anything in that J&D mirror that just came out. I don't see it now, but maybe if I look at it over and over time, it something may do it. But I think the thing with the Superman Hush was I saw it as a nice statue. I liked it, but at the time I was like, I didn't do 1/3. I didn't, what was I going to do with it? It's 42 inches tall. It's a lot of money. It's just not
everything
with me.
Everything you said is what I said to myself. The only thing is I looked at it, I said, I fucking like that. That's the best Superman statue I've ever seen. And I just said,
I agree with that, but I just couldn't do nothing with it.
And at the time I just said, I don't have a place to put it, but the way this hobby is, let me just get it because I'll make a place. One day, who knows? I'll live somewhere else or something. I said that's one that I'm not going to let get away.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it sat in the box for 2 years.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. There's still some Bowens out there, Mark, that I don't have in my collection that I want to get. I mean, we're talking about Bowen. I mean, how old is that? But yet, I still want
value.
Well, I just like them. The values. That's good that they hold value. But I still want them just because I want them. And the thing is, I've had opportunities to get them, but I just never, pulled the trigger. I think I will one day. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just pricing and timing and the whole thing.
Let me pose a question to the whole panel. This is me and Mark had a private conversation about something, and we were going back and forth about value and perceived value, and and resale value and so on. And remember, I'm the perspective of the guy who's never sold anything. Okay. So with that in mind, I buy something I like it and it's in my collection and that's it. So now there's people in the community that I'd say the vast majority that uh, they they highly value the resale value of an object of said piece, and they sometimes worry about it, or sometimes they'll let that factor into their decision making. So I come from other hobbies where resale value is not a given. Matter of fact, things depreciate. I think in our hobby, we're not used to things depreciating. We're used to them holding value, if not going up. And I maintain that as younger collectors come in and as the technology constantly improves, I don't think our pieces will hold value like they have in the past because the technology keeps superseding. And the young collector, unlike cash recently, the young collector tends to gravitate what's new. It's affordable because of payment plans, and it's the new thing in the community. It's got the buzz, and it may top the old piece just because the old piece is outdated. So I maintain that we may not see retail value resale like we used to, just because the buzz won't be there for it. So now I posed to him a suggestion. I said, if you could buy a piece and you like that piece and it's beautiful, and I told you it's not even it's not a buy, it's a loan. It's like a lease. You got a statue lease. You're going to have that piece for 5 years, and it's $1,000 piece. And after the end of 5 years, you're going to get rid of it and get $800 back. Now you depreciated $200, but you're going to roll that in on a lease on a new statue. It's like the car model, but that's what we're doing with our statues. We're selling them, taking the money, and putting into the next piece. Now we do that with cars, but you got depreciation. Now, if I told you you could have Hush, and at the end of 5 years, give him back and just get back a reduced value, would you guys be totally against that? Like, oh no, I'm not taking a hit. Why would you be so adverse to taking a hit if you had the piece in your collection for 5 years, enjoyed it, and then moved on, just like I move on with a car?
I'll let others
Simple.
go first, but it depends on the hit. But I'll let everyone jump in before I say my piece.
I think usually with my experience is like, uh, I I understand the whole value and everything, but then also when like I have a statue, I'm working. Like, this is my office right here. I'm working. I'm having a tough day. I just turn around and look at my statues. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
little relief from like having a heavy day or whatever. So the investment that I have with the attachment with this, with whatever statue is like, I don't know if you could put a price on it, but if you were to put a price on it, it just, it pays for that little bit of time that you, connect with your statue. So honestly, I wouldn't mind taking that depreciation, like $200 for $1,000 statue that I bought 5 years
Right.
ago.
Right.
So for me, like, having them nearby or having them in my collection is sometimes more worth than what the statue is worth in
Mm-hmm.
monetary
Mm-hmm.
means. For me, I don't know. Cash, if cash is different, or
No, I mean I get the question. I'm trying to think. Let's say I'm a new collector and I'm on more of a budget, but let's just say $400. Um, if I have $400 for a new piece, sideshow, for example, obviously you have the payment plans, the deposit, or you pay all up front. Um, or if there's an old piece that I really like, but the problem is with sideshow, it's right there, it's readily available. But with the older piece, even though it may be the same price, you got to hunt it down. You have to know where to go. Can I trust the person and all that? To where it's almost like, isn't it just easier getting that piece that I still kind of like? And I feel like when you're newer, it is that instance of I'm just liking the pieces. I like it. You don't really love it to where now when you age and when you're a little seasoned, everything you have is something that you do love. I do get the car analogy though, because I've said the pieces that I have now, which are really dwindled down, they're not going anywhere unless there's legitimately a better Daredevil. Like, I mean, by far better Daredevil
Mm-hmm.
in every
Mm-hmm.
aspect. Otherwise, this is my Daredevil and Punisher. So for me, I wouldn't upgrade unless that new car is going to be more
And
smooth and everything.
and if that new Daredevil came by and you had to sell that one, would you be really heartbroken if you paid $1,000 for that Iron Studios
Mhm.
behind you and you sold it for 800 and you put that
No,
800 towards the new guy? It's not like
yeah,
a tremendous loss.
yeah, and I don't necessarily look at something as a loss because like if it's so long ago,
That's what
I mean
I'm
it's not a
yeah,
loss
right,
at that point. You just got
right.
$800 that you're putting towards something new. You know, it's like
And
a
and you
PlayStation
got
5
enjoyment,
out right now, and you sold the PlayStation 4. Come on, you bought that 5 years ago. Let's not worry about $200.
right?
It's
Right.
not. I mean, houses excluded, people. Houses
Yeah,
excluded.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Hopefully.
That's different. That's different. That's different.
yeah. Houses don't go there. Yeah.
Um,
I think
how
that.
about
Oh, you, Marco?
no? How about this guy?
Oh boy,
What does he think?
What do you think, Matt?
he's not paying. He's not paying.
I love it. Love it.
That piece has gone up in value 100% just because of this stream.
Yeah.
And now you know I have to get it. You know I have
Now
to.
and you have to sign the base on the bottom too.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I think the thing that's important about what you said was, or I think what's key about what you said was new collector. I think age also has something to do with it. I'm not going to say my age because I look like Venom there, but but when I have pieces, there's sentimental value to them because I've read the book. I know something about it. I grew up with that character. That character means something to me. I'm collecting it for that reason, and I have it for that reason. I think some of the new collectors, or maybe some of the younger collectors, it's a different era in collecting. It's kind of like the internet. There's instant gratification. When I had to look something up, I had to go look it up. I had to get up, walk out, get an encyclopedia. You know, I had a typewriter that had
Oh,
one little key that popped up, and when I messed up, I tell my kids when I mess up, I had to redo the whole page.
you left out
Now
the
it's just hit the
uphill.
button.
You left out uphill in the snow. We always go uphill in the snow.
Of course we did. You know what I mean? And it's just it's now you can just delete a whole thing with the swipe of a finger. Um, so I think there's a different mindset sometimes when it comes to that. Like I said before, I just mentioned there's some Bowens that I like that I've seen for over 20 years that I want to get. Um, so the as far as if it'll appreciate in value or not, it is what it is.
Yes.
I think we all have taken a loss on a statue. I was reading somewhere in some post or something or a chat somewhere, guys are upset that guys were reselling a statue for X amount of dollars, but oftentimes guys are just trying to get back the money that they put into it, or they're just trying to I've said it before. I'll sell a statue, or I'll put a statue out there for what it's worth to me. If somebody wants to pay that, cool. But that's what I want for that piece because that's how much I would want it for. Unfortunately, I haven't sold any statues.
You want to move it quick. You want to move
Right.
it.
But I mean, but I'm like you. I'm not really interested in selling statues. I'm not a collector to lease. I buy to own. But there's not to say that I wouldn't sell something to fund another, to get another piece. I've thought of that plenty of times. Because that's a smart thing to do.
It just seems to me like I perceive a lot of folks in the hobby. They expect it to appreciate.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
It's like an expectation.
Yeah, and I think they're seeing the golden pieces do that, but not every piece does that. And I think that also leads them down a rabbit hole that they get caught up into, and it digs a hole financially for people as well. Then all of a sudden they're trying to dig out of that hole, and now you see them trying to sell the statues and do this and that kind of thing. And again, that's the hey, let's go down and hit one of those bulls. No, let's walk down and hit them all. That's the bull saying about the cows. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean, Pudgy? You guys heard that one?
Yes, yes.
So I don't know. There you go. That's my take on it, Mark.
No, I'm actually kind of surprisingly, this might surprise you, Pudgy. I'm actually kind of on the fence, and I'm okay. I see both sides. So using your example of Huss Superman, say it was 1,000 and you enjoyed it for 5 years, and then you want to sell it. There's a new Superman you like better, and you can only get 800 for that piece. You're losing 200. Me personally, this might go against what you think I'm going to say here, but I'm totally fine with that because that 5 years paid for that $200.
That's my feeling too.
Absolutely. So I agree with you on that front, but in terms of what I'm collecting now, I'm taking more of a John the Everyday Collector stance where I do want what I have in my collection to also retain its value to an extent, or I want a lower edition size piece. I don't want every statue I own to have a 6,000 or higher edition size because then I'm everything, and it's not so much the resale value, it's just then I have a collection that is it really a collectible if everyone 6,000 people have it or 10,000 people have it, and if you do go to sell it, that's just part of the game. And I've been living in that game for a long time, taking L's where I'm about to sell a Sideshow Batman premium format, the Canale one with him on the brick kind of base, the Arkham. And I'm going to take a $150, $200 loss from what I paid retail for that, but that's just part of the game. I got my enjoyment out of that piece. But moving forward, I see where certain collectibles do retain I'm not somebody that expects a statue to appreciate, where I'm like, I just got this Batman Shugo, it's trash, it's only retaining its retail value, it didn't shoot up 500 in appreciation. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. That's just a bonus. If you buy a statue that you love and it shoots up in value, that's just a bonus. But I'm I guess I'm more looking at edition size. That maybe we didn't talk about that so much in our private
No.
conversation,
Yeah.
but I want something that's and maybe I sound like a elitist saying that, but I just want something that's collectible that not everybody has, and value kind of comes along with that mindset, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously XM and some of the other companies, they tend to hold their value a little bit better than some of the Sideshow, not all. Like I have that symbiote Spider-Man statue. I love that thing. If I went to sell it, there's going to be 6,000 of them. You're going to have to sell that 150 to 200 below what you paid for it. You might get 450 to 500 bucks for that piece. But I don't care that there's a 6,000 edition size on that statue. I love it. I don't see a better symbiote statue out there on the market. To me, that's the perfect version of that
Right.
character. But I don't want my entire collection to be 6,000 edition size statues. If that kind of, so it's kind of like I'm playing both sides, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
No, and
Because to me,
go ahead, Push.
go ahead. Well, I was just say to me, I understand your point, but as on a personal note, I never gave a darn about an ES because if there's 6,000 other people with that statue, I don't have invites to 6,000 other people's homes. But okay, when I got a car, if I pay for something that's supposed to be a unique car, and then when I go to parking lot, there's 15 other cars that are exactly the same. I get your analogy, with the exclusivity and not being cookie cutter. But for me, when it comes to a statue, I never worried about ES because it's only in one room that I'm going to look at, and it's mine. So,
Right.
But and again, I'm not the resale guy, so that's my.
Yeah, but I mean, I've had this conversation with Johnny Everyday Collector as well. I mean, ES does make a difference. I mean, there's
Mm-hmm.
something that as a collector, you have something that's on the rarer side. That's
That's amazing how you talk and your lips don't move. That's amazing.
I know.
I gotta put it up, dude. I'm sorry.
Every
It's a
time, that's
symbiote,
great.
man.
That's fucking great.
But and then Mark, you're absolutely right. There are going to be those pieces that you just like. You could care less what the ES is, but it will play a factor. Not for you moving forward since you're retired.
Correct.
But to me, the ES does play a size, particularly if it's a piece that I like or that I'd be on the fence about. So I mean, that's just the way I see it.
I kind of do agree with Mark. The only thing I'll say, and maybe you did say this, is so my favorite piece in my collection is XM Studios' Green Goblin version B with the mini bust next to it, and I think that was only $5.99 in the world made. But I'm okay having a symbiote Spider-Man next to it. With the 5000 ES, because I would know that would be like a one-off to where that one is sick. But I get what you're saying. I wouldn't want my whole entire collection being that, because then it is like, even though I don't see other people's collections and stuff, I do get that part, Pudgy, but just the mental aspect of knowing, like, okay, for example, like I was driving the other day, and a lot of people try to race you if you have a sports car. I pulled up somewhere. Another guy came out. He had a Corvette, but he had a 2022 Corvette. I have a 2017.
Oh, he got a
Corvette.
C8. He got a C8.
He comes out the car. He's like, "Well done, well done." And then it's just like we're looking around, and you feel exclusive because it's like, my man,
Corvette Club.
my man.
Yeah.
I get the exclusive there. Like it's not it's not something that everybody else has.
Mm-hmm.
So I do get that.
Yep. No, I do too. I got a car that's like limited edition, numbered, and all that stuff, and I never seen another one like it for that edition. So there's an exclusivity that is cool because you always have people coming up to you. But again, that's the difference between out in the public where people appreciate it versus here where no one appreciates it but me and the guys who have a camera now looking over my shoulder.
Cash, you gotta tell me the secret of having kids and a vet. I just you gotta let me know that secret, brother. I don't know how you pull that one off because I'm getting tired of this damn minivan. Jeez.
Because I didn't get a sports car until I lost my hair. Once I lost my hair, it was like a trade-off. You lose your hair, then you can get the sports car.
Let's just say at that point in my life, I was making so much money. She was just buying stuff on the card to where it didn't matter, man. So it was a point in my life where it just didn't matter.
Doing the Mayweather.
Yeah.
I just got
now, as they say, back to reality.
My man.
I thought that was a great, interesting topic to bring up. Like, it's definitely one of those. You think you're thinking about it by yourself, but you're like, no, it's actually a lot of other collectors are thinking it. So that's something too. Like I've found myself under like, I wonder if other people do this with their boxes. Or I wonder if other people do this with their, with their stands or whatever. I doubt it. I'm probably the only one. It's probably like 80% of the collectors that do it too. So yeah, it's interesting. But we're at 2 hours and 54 minutes.
All right, guys, we did not let you know we're actually having a 24-hour-a-thon. So only
24 nice.
All right, sponsored by Red Bull and
yes,
and No-Dos.
And this
Matt
guy
doesn't
right
have
here.
wings. He has a flag.
we need to raffle off a statue an hour from the Cash's stash.
Oh man,
that's it.
I get it like a Rocky IV vibe from that. He's got the American flag. He's over in Russia. It's just like old school.
I must break you. If he dies, he dies.
But before I close it up, Cash, you got anything coming up anytime soon?
We just have the Star Wars chat tomorrow. Return of the Jedi. That's the next one on the chopping block. So
Ooh.
tonight will be movie night, and then tomorrow we go live. So that's pretty much that. Other than that, I think, yeah, man, I enjoy streaming with you guys. So I was happy to be back. Glad to have Matt back in the fold with us, and appreciate the invite, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. What time's your show tomorrow? Or what time's your
It's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 10 p.m. Eastern. It's usually about 45 minutes. On the long end, an hour and 15. So just having a good time. Talk about the movie specifically for like the first half of the show is just talking about the movie. Then the next half is like, whatever Star Wars or, whatever comes up.
Got you. Cool, man. Pudgy, you have anything coming in, or do you have like any? I guess weren't you gonna get some
No.
CTCs or some? special
No,
comic?
no.
Yeah.
I got I think I showed him. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to pause. I usually go a little bonkers right around Christmas because I get a Christmas bonus. So December, January, February, and now it's kind of time to taper a little bit. I'm still waiting on first payment for Captain America from Sideshow. The one that nobody likes but me, that has the bullet hits on the shield. But I'm buying it because I like it, because I like old school
I tried
classic Cap.
hyping it up. I tried hyping it up on Saturday, dude. Like I was like, this is
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
statue. I like
know.
it. They gave me shit for it.
They gave you it's. I'm sitting there going, I'm with you, Cash. It fits the niche that I want. I wanted an old school Cap Iron to go with the Iron Man, the old school Thor, and he
There you
fits the
go.
bill.
That's cool. Mark, I know you're retired. I know like you're now looking into a couple of things, but what do you have coming in?
Yeah, just so
Wink,
yeah.
wink.
just so everyone in the chat knows too. It's just a joke, right? It's just like I don't think I'll ever retire.
Let Mark get a Christmas bonus right now. He's
Yeah.
unretired tomorrow.
Please.
Out of
Yeah.
Michael
retirement.
Jordan with the 45 jersey on.
Right.
Oh shit!
Oh man. Yeah. I'm just enjoying taking, kind of like Pudgy just said, I'm kind of enjoying just taking a nice little spring break.
Hiatus.
Yeah, I need to, because it's just the last few months have been crazy with just hunting down older pieces. And so I'm just, it's kind of like Chinese New Year. It's kind of like a slower time for some companies right now.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying spring and summer where, you got a lot other stuff going on in your life. And then I'm sure in the fall, I'll be pulled fully back in where I'm like, oh, I got to have that, or this is finally releasing. So
Depends what XM puts on Facebook tomorrow. Just to undo my pause.
yeah, the right piece, I'll fully jump back in right away. Just I'm being very selective right now, I'll say. So
Cool, man. Thanks. How about Mr. America over here?
Yeah.
Max.
No. I don't know. I might have to hunt that one down now.
Yeah.
Might have to. It has special meaning now, right?
Yeah.
It does.
Might have
It
to add
does.
that one.
You're gonna have to make that your chat icon now.
I know, right?
That's your Facebook.
It has to
I
be
had-
this, though. Here.
Yeah, there you go.
Full profile.
You need to play "Born in the USA" by the Boss in the background every time you
Springsteen.
play.
No,
Yeah,
no,
some
no,
Springsteen.
No, that's. I'm gonna get
How about living in America?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, no, nothing. I'm like, I guess I'm like Mark, man. Just hit the pause button. I mean, you guys know I'm in the whirlwind, house moving and all kinds of stuff, vacations and all that kind of things. Got a few custom POs out there, and I'm gonna let all that stuff settle down before I stick my pinky back into the hobby, so to speak. I did binge The Punisher too on Netflix because all the Marvel stuff's coming off of Netflix as of yesterday,
Highly
right?
recommended.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
But
yesterday.
as of yesterday, they took all the stuff off. So if anybody knows where else you can find that, those things,
It'll
where
be
you,
on Disney Plus March 16th.
oh
They
really?
said, yeah, either March 10th or March 16th.
Is
Sorry about the
Disney
date.
Plus or Hulu?
Disney
Was it Hulu?
Plus.
So
Disney
Disney
Plus.
is going to carry
Yeah,
all of the
Yeah.
Netflix,
All of 'em.
like Daredevil and even Jessica Jones
Wow.
yeah.
and Luke Cage.
So I could watch Animaniacs and then watch Punisher take somebody's
Oh,
head
boy.
and smash it into a sink.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
what they said, man. March 16th.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
Beautiful
all right.
thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good to hear that. But yeah, no, man, glad to be back. I was, like I said, I was catching some streams every time I had the opportunity while I was out. But fun times, man. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining. And Cash, thank you. Joe, thank you. Mark, thank you. Matt, thank you. And I think I'm gonna keep ending every show with this one. But
Oh,
hope
God.
everyone has a good night and
Man.
see you on the next one.
And who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility.